last session, you guys were fairly productive. You had a meeting with Devil Daddy Don, and I believe Dan was the one who spoke the most, and he did a very good job at that. You guys didn't die, and he seemed more or less, pretty open to most of the ideas that you guys were putting forth, and seemed pretty accepting of you all and your thoughts, your concerns about this whole necklace situation, about Rosie, and about the Dark Elf Syndicate, who is currently now discovered as a bunch of mind flayers who seem to really want this necklace that Rosie had, and they had one half at the very least, and now you guys got that half. But in doing so, you also found out that it has some scrying magic on it, and the scrying magic pointed back to one of AAA's family members, Ava, who is, if I recall correctly, and correct me if I am wrong, AAA, I believe they are a blue male dragonborn.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that was what it was, so I'm glad I remembered.
My entire blue dragonborn.
Okay. Good to know as well. So you guys were like, well, let's see if we can talk to him, get some more info out of this guy. That was your next lead on the spot or location or something of the other half of the necklace, as you guys were very curious about this necklace. And while the Don did not immediately tell you everything about the necklace, he did say, if you can get the other half, he'll tell you everything he knows about it. And to top it all off, he is also willing to put some money into your group if you are, bless you, if you are successful. And he's also willing to throw a few people at you as well to help you out to make sure that this all goes well. At least as far as dealing with the mind flayers. He said he would send over some of his men to help you out. In addition, you guys would all know that the Devil Daddy himself, Iaduk, is currently at a hideout, which is behind a very heavy vault and anti-magicked up, and nobody really knows he's there, and nobody's going to be able to find him. He's pretty secured up well there. Aside from that, the next plan was to find Ava and take him out, as you guys talked with AAA and decided, this family of mine needs to go down. So let's get the info out of him we can, and then killing him was the initial plan, because AAA's plan was to kill the family and then take over the family business.
I feel like I should elaborate on my family and why I want to kill everybody.
Okay. Let me finish the wrap up and then we can get to that. That sounds good.
I mean, we'll kill him regardless.
Just so I can get
it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not good.
So yeah, that was the next idea. So AAA led you all to the last known place that he was staying at, and he actually still is staying there. He has 2 floors on a apartment complex. One is his, personal one, and the other one is when he invites people over, more or less. Much nicer looking place. You would have found him at a gambling place. He seems to be a pretty heavy gambler, and a bit of a womanizer. But that is currently all that you know about him. I would say one other detail I would have neglected to mention that I should have mentioned last time is he would have a bodyguard at all times. AAA would have known that, but he would not have known what the bodyguard looks like. Aside from that, you guys went to investigate the apartments and found that there seemed to be some sort of invisible-ish stalker. I believe it was Dan who was able to identify it with see invisibility. And yeah, there's an invisible stalker that just seems to be sitting in his main apartment, just chilling more or less, waiting for a command. It would seem. And that was more or less all you were able to really see. Most of the other doors were closed or locked. You couldn't see much else inside those rooms other than just like the living room or the bathroom where there were windows. I think that was about everything. One other thing. Rosie did get summoned to the meeting with the Devil Mafia Council, or Devil Mafia Don, and she was brought back from Camilla to Rosie through the Devil Don's mystic abilities, and he gave her a ring that more or less suppresses Camilla, and should she choose to be Camilla, she can do so with the ring. Obviously, she would still be Camilla. She doesn't have control over Camilla. It's just she can choose when she wants to be Camilla instead of Camilla saying hi when she wants to. So, I think that's everything. Unless anybody else had any questions before we get into AAA's description of his family.
I do have a question. So, I spent a chunk of the last session at the casino while Rosie was gambling, literally just watching the guy. Would I have been able to pick out what his bodyguard or who his bodyguard might have been? Since I just spent the whole time watching him.
Yeah, and you rolled a pretty high perception. So I would say yes, you would have been able to identify a elf man who seemed to be just kind of hovering at the background of the crowd, seemingly at all times. He seemed pretty well muscled, but his suit hid it very well, so it wasn't super obvious. It took you a little bit of figuring out once you saw him starting to just kind of allow certain people in and not let certain people in as well. Just kind of serving as a what's the term?
Bouncer?
A bouncer, yeah. But to the crowd that he had gathered.
Any specifically identifying traits of this person other than they're an elf?
Right, so you would have noticed that he does have one half of he's got kind of characteristically long elven ears, but one ear is partially, looks like it's half cut off.
Owie.
So you could call him a half elf.
Put him.
I don't know, that was bad. Other than that, he was wearing, traditional garb, striped suit, all that.
Sure.
But yeah, anything else from anybody else?
Today's date is the 29th of the first month of the year, correct?
Pull up El Calendar. I believe that is correct. So I believe
I had the Dawn's meeting happening on the 24th, and then 5 days passed last session.
Oh, because we traveled for 5 days.
Yeah.
Yes, and then the day that you investigated the Ava's hideout would have been at night. So yeah, 29th would be correct.
Gotcha.
I do have a question. When we found him, was there like a girl already around him, or how did he choose his
So,
figure
yeah.
You like I was saying with what Rez saw, he definitely had a lot of ladies around him, and you would have noticed there would have already been one around just especially close to him.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Anybody else got anything?
I was going to say that I think we're taking up residence at Camilla's place in
Yeah.
this district.
Her safe house.
In the
Yeah.
Harmonia district.
So we're probably in her
Mhm.
living room at this point.
Okay. If nothing else, I believe we will start out with AAA giving us a rundown of your fam.
Give me 1 sec. I gotta grab my dice. I just realized.
Let me know
You're
when
gonna need it for this.
Roll to perceive what AAA says.
Dice acquired.
So AAA, what's up with your family?
Right. So, I mean, I felt like I should have kind of gone into more of the history of my family before we started into this, but I guess now is better than ever. So my family primarily makes money in construction. We've constructed pretty much most of the major buildings in the city. The founder of our clan basically created an inheritance rule where only one person is allowed to inherit, and everyone else either has to disappear or die. That's
Awfully
been going on since the beginning of our clan. So either your options are either to fight and kill everyone else, die, or flee Fortuna. If you don't flee, or if you flee Fortuna, you give up all inheritance rights and can never come back.
Jesus.
My current generation consists of me and 6 others. So we've got me, Ava, Amphin, Archer, Axel, Avery, my sister Aurora, her husband Leon, my sister-in-law Dawn, and my brother Adrian.
And they're all still alive.
Yeah. So another one of the rules that was set in place at the beginning was that the fighting cannot take place between anyone under the age of 20.
Mm. Is everyone over the age of 20?
Yes. Now that I am over the age of 20 next year, I'll be able to technically take place in the fight.
Mm.
Oh.
So in a way, your family is like a really odd, continuous, never-ending tontine.
Yeah, actually.
What's that?
Tontine is basically where a bunch of people agree that once they are the last person alive, they get whatever's left, or they get the reward, basically.
I get the
Yeah.
what?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, okay. Names one more time. Arthur, Ava.
Okay, so it started a generation ago that because the ones that always won for some reason their names started with A. So starting the last generation, all the descendants' names were started with A. It was weird.
Okay.
So my father is Arthur Adams the second. I
Okay.
am Arthur the third. My older sister is Ava, or my older brother is Ava Adams,
Okay.
and Amphin Adams. Archer
What was that? Archer and
Amphin?
Amphin
Okay.
is the one that's building the high rise right now with her
Okay.
husband. And then there's Archer Adams, Axel Adams II, Avery Adams, Aurora Adams, which she actually took on her husband's last name, so she's Aurora Adams Colifid, and then Adrian Adams II is the oldest.
Do you have a way to like relinquish the claim without fleeing Fortuna or killing yourself? Or, well, not killing yourself, or...
No,
Can
you
you just be like-
either have to die or leave Fortuna.
Got it, okay.
So there's 8 of you.
7.
Ava, Archer, Amphin, Axel, Avery, Aurora, Adrian, and you, right?
Oh shit, I did make one good. So whoops. Yeah, 8.
Okay.
I had meant to make 7. Apparently, I didn't. Oops.
So if we kill your 8 siblings, you get the company?
7 siblings?
7 siblings, right. You're the 8th sibling. You're the youngest.
Yeah. If everybody else either vanishes or dies, then I inherit everything. Because I never fled Fortuna, even though I was banished.
Is there any chance you lose it on a technicality because you're technically dead?
I don't believe I ever died, did I?
No,
You're quite literally a skeleton.
You do look pretty dead.
Rez is just saying this. What happens if you die? I'm not dead. She's talking to a skeleton.
I'm perfectly alive. We already determined I can drown.
So I guess I should clarify this as well because I don't think I ever said. I'm a warlock. My patron is the founder of my family, who became a Dracolyth.
Right.
As of me becoming as part of him becoming my patron, he turned me into this form, but I never actually technically died.
Huh.
But you look dead.
But I looked at.
Is that something your family would use to dispute your claim?
They don't have to know.
Well, I mean, the remainder of the family that you will be inheriting control of.
Right now, the only people that are alive is my father, mother, and 2 aunts that are not related by blood. So
I mean,
everyone else are missing.
They don't have any kids? Your aunts don't?
I do have a grandmother that's alive technically. But she's been. I haven't even seen her in years.
So would these people pitch a fit if you showed up and said, "Hey, I killed the other 7. I'm in charge now," and they're like, "Nah, you're a zombie kid. We're gonna res one." Is that a risk?
I technically resing is an option, but then it just basically goes back to a fight between them.
Right. Would they do that though? Is that a thing that happens, or is that generally not part of the deal?
So the older generation is not able to interfere in the fight. So if someone they had employed to res them, that's fine. But the family themselves are not able to get involved in the fight.
Got it. Okay. So we probably won't see pushback if this works out.
sounds like anything goes.
I mean, worst case scenario, I can just summon my great grandfather, the founder, and then be like, he's my patron.
Would have authority.
Papa patron.
Well, I mean, you know these systems better than us. If you say this will work, then why not?
I mean, plus, like I said, there's no reason to have to know that I look like this. I can disguise myself
That's true.
at will.
And you can lie pretty well.
None of your siblings have died yet? They're all still kicking?
Yeah, no, the fight didn't really start, as far as I'm aware, at least. I know there was a couple of assassination attempts made on my brother Avery. And I know there's been one on Archer. But most of them have employed bodyguards at this point. So.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. We're kind of kicking a hornet's nest by making this play, but I don't really think it's
But that's the thing is they won't see me coming because they have no idea I'm still alive.
right. They
Not
won't
at
know
first.
you're tied to it necessarily for a minute until they start magicking. Regardless of the taunting, though, we do need to take care of this guy on account of the whole illithid thing.
Yeah.
You guys stalked the room and found that there was a creature in there guarding him, essentially.
Yeah, he's got some kind of air elemental. I'm not sure if they went through the effort of making it a stalker or not, but I mean, either way, it's it's in there.
Didn't look friendly.
No, but it also didn't really do anything while we were poking around outside. So I think it might only react to him being threatened specifically, or trespassing inside. I don't know.
Right.
But it does occur to me, we might be able to find, a banishment scroll that might be able to take care of him pretty quickly. Alternatively,
But you have to be able
Don't
to
you have
see.
to see something to banish it?
Yes.
well, I mean, we've got the invisibility goggles, right?
Yes.
True.
Yes.
So there.
I could read a banishment scroll.
Be gone, thought.
I don't know. Do wizards have access to banishment as well?
We do.
Good to know.
Personally, I'd love to be able to scribe that scroll, but
I mean, Dagrim could make you tons of them next level.
yeah, but that's gonna cost him more money.
Can I make scrolls?
You're a
Oh.
spellcaster.
Any spells you need?
Let me look at this big long list of wizard
I feel like
spells
that's
real
a
quick.
question for later. Well,
I think it depends on how much cheaper it is to scribe versus just buying them from the Tomasetti people, because they offer pretty good rates on scrolls.
Sorcerers can't scribe a scroll.
Yeah, because it's innate.
Yep.
My main concern with this whole Adams family business is you are the family like patron is looking over you, but usually patrons want something in return. Is
That's a
there
good
anything we should know as
The
to
only thing
why
my-
the patron gave you your powers?
The only thing my ancestors ever been after is just more power. That was the entire reason they turned himself into a Draco Lich.
Is he on Fortuna still?
I don't know, actually. He disappeared right after he became a Draco Lich, and nobody's seen him since, so...
How did you
He could
reach
be.
out to him?
He reached out to me. I was on the verge of committing suicide when he reached out to me.
There's a specific reason that he wants you to win.
I don't know. It could be because we have the same name, or it could be because
That's probably
he
it.
likes me.
I mean, that
I don't know.
does sound like a dragon, honestly.
Self-centered.
My name will live on eternally. That's pretty
They
dragony.
are petty like that.
Might be because he thought maybe I would accept any conditions he gave later on. And
We'll just keep that in the back of our heads for now.
I'm sure it won't come up again.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I do want to say that most of my brothers and sisters have squandered a lot of the fortune. So
Well, as we can see, one of them is gambling it away, it looks like.
yep.
He's not doing much. I'm not too fussed about him.
I don't
Only
think it's a
the,
problem.
Only the oldest two siblings really take anything very seriously. All the younger ones are basically just finding ways to entertain themselves,
Gotcha.
which was pretty much me before I got banished. So I can't.
Who is the oldest?
So the oldest in the family is Adrian Adams II. He's married to my sister-in-law, Dawn Adams.
Okay.
And he basically runs the family currently along with my father.
I see.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Well, Rosie and I spent most of the evening scouting the casino and him, and it seems like it would be pretty easy to get close to him.
Yeah, the only thing we need to be concerned about is that some elemental in his apartment, and
His
we don't know if there's
bodyguard.
more than. Oh, and his bodyguard.
He has a bodyguard?
Yeah, some elf guy missing part of his ear. Looks pretty strong.
Caster or like a sword guy?
Was he wearing any kind of identifying armor that would indicate he's not a caster?
Not that you could see on his person, but you would know that good armor can be disguised under clothes and magic.
Did you say his physique was pretty muscular, like he was buff? Or...
Yes,
Okay.
he was a pretty big guy.
Okay. Probably not caster. Or if he is, he probably doesn't know a ton. Doesn't have the nerdy physique of a
He
wizard.
multi-class.
Probably a ranger. Fucking rangers. Anyways.
I've always liked the Rangers. They seem like a good folk.
You'd think
They
that.
seem like it.
They come off that way. They got good press. Okay.
Well, I guess we should long rest.
Well, what's the plan?
Well, Operation
we should-
Honeypot.
Yes. So you guys, you two, Rosie and Rez, will honeypot him to get into the apartment, right? That's
Right.
Yeah.
that's your way in.
Totally.
We are...
What about the rest of us? What are we doing?
Watching.
I
No.
feel like
That feels risky. And I don't love that.
Rez, how do you feel about honeypotting? Or yeah. I don't feel great about it.
We're both reasonably attractive. We could probably make it work. Right?
I mean, does he seem like the kind of guy who goes for, charm and sophistication, or is it like, oh, tits, yes,
Definitely
That,
the second
please.
one.
got it. Yeah, this should be easy. This should be
But-
easy.
I don't want to have them out.
Didn't you get some sort of ring that turns you into Camilla? That could help.
Oh,
No.
That is
No.
not going to help.
We are not bringing her out for this. All you gotta do is squeeze them together a bit, bats your eyelashes, get them to take you home. Both of you, right? We gotta
Sure.
get in there with you. Or do we go in bags? I mean, AAA and I could fit in bags. Dagrim, I think, would have to find his own way in that case.
Here's a
I-
question, David. Did the casino,
Yes.
check bags or anything? Like, they didn't let you take outside stuff in?
Your bag policy only.
Yeah.
I would say, they didn't allow like blatant weapons. They would have had a check-in for like any other magic items and things like that. Other than that, that's about it.
I could always make one of my purses into a bag of holding.
But then could we get into it?
Oh.
It's a big
That's.
enough purse, I suppose.
I mean, if you got a big enough purse, by all means.
I feel like there's women's purses that like you open them and then they just like open really wide. Like they're very small. Like they're like literally it's like a dice bag, but you can literally just open them and it just spreads out.
Like a coin purse?
Yeah. There are purses like that.
That
I
works.
swear to God.
Unfortunately, some of us have to breathe, which means we can't all go bags of holding.
Right. Who of us don't breathe though? So we could go bags.
I think it's just you.
No, AAA doesn't breathe.
I don't breathe.
Yeah, okay, well, we're back to not breathing.
Wait,
I
do you breathe?
I swear he
think it was
breathed. He
sleeping.
could smoke
he-
cigars and he nearly drowned.
I can smoke cigars.
Can you really though?
How does that work?
Look.
Magic.
I don't. It's magic.
He's got
I
a
don't gotta
fan
explain
in the
shit.
back.
Exactly.
I don't understand how you people work.
Says the half dragon lady.
Makes more
The
sense.
fucking
Let me
thing is, just having a fan in the back of the throat with like no like closed space, you know, or it would just like fucking just like behind his head. Just this trail of smoke. Be like Ghost Rider if he was a
So
robot.
I guess this is up to David technically. Do I breathe or not?
I think we figured you don't breathe, but you do need sleep.
Yeah, I think
That
that's
was the
what we
thing.
decided.
That's what
Okay.
I remember being established.
Because I was like, it's not anywhere on my character sheet whether I breathe or not.
Yeah.
So it's DM at that point.
Update that you don't have to breathe, but you do have to sleep.
Okay, where should I add that? Racial traits?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it the Reborn that has a trait like that?
Yeah.
Deathless nature.
Yeah.
You don't need to eat, drink, or breathe.
Yeah. The sleeping thing is also part of it, but that's more like
That's a
kind of
separate
like what
bullet point,
Warforged
though.
get. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, if we can actually, Rosie and I can actually get up to the top floor with him, theoretically we could like open a window if Dagrim could fly inside or something.
I can fly, but looking over, we looked over that apartment pretty well. Did the windows look like ones that could open? Generally, skyscraper windows don't actually like. Or it's not a skyscraper, but like they don't
That
actually.
was like a big apartment building, but
So
Yeah.
the apartments were pretty similar to how Rosie's are structured, where they have a glass, patio more or less, like a balcony kind of style thing. And then so there are glass doors to come inside. That's where you guys viewed the invisible stalker, and there's some clear glass windows next to it, but not the kinds that open up. There's basically the doors that lead from the outside in, and otherwise the other windows that do open are like in the bathroom that are small. You're not going to be able to get through them.
but there's a patio door that can be opened.
Yes.
And you can fly, right, Dagrim?
Of course, as long as I'm in dim light or darkness.
Okay, so 2 bags and a flying Dagrim. Who is invisible?
I will say I'm nope, unless someone makes me invisible. I'm just a flying 7-foot dude.
Dan, could you
In-
ride on his back and make both of you guys invisible?
I could. It'd be a 3rd level slot, but I could.
I mean, we're
That's a
fighting
fireball slot,
We're fighting what? A bodyguard, an air elemental, and a dude.
as far as we can tell. There might
you
have
guys
been
scouted the whole thing with see invisibility.
all the places that we could see.
I mean, we had detect magic up too. We didn't really pick anything up aside from the elemental.
Honestly, this seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the only real unknowns are what the bodyguard is capable of and what else we don't know.
I mean, this
The
is
only
much less
unknowns are what we
impulsive.
don't know.
This is much less impulsive as, versus when we went into that mind flayer, outpost on a whim.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like this shouldn't be that bad.
we might have could taken. Anyways, forgetting about that. Tomorrow, before we do this, stores for banishment scroll, right? We want to try and find one of those. Any other supplies that would be good to have?
A purse
I
with a
love
wide
potion.
mouth.
Yeah, that.
Okay. I assume you would know what you're looking for, Rosie. Could you find that pretty easily?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not wearing a slutty dress though. I refuse.
Okay, it doesn't have to be slutty. It just has to be enticing.
I'm
right?
sure an artificer can make a push-up bra.
The technology won't be invented for 50 years.
Oh no, of
She
course.
gives Rez the really slutty dress. She's like, here you go.
A really high cut slit on the leg
Yep.
I mean, yeah.
Thanks.
to show off them gams.
Oh boy, my gams.
Don't wear them outside or you'll get arrested for public indecency.
Or should we just go dress shopping, Rez? Let's go dress shopping. We'll make a little day out of it.
It sounds like we're not doing this till tomorrow evening anyway.
Yep.
Also, I have 400 communal gold.
Right?
Do we want to put that towards anything?
Banishment scroll.
Yeah, banishment scroll.
Alright.
Alright.
Girl.
I don't know where the 400 communal gold came from.
I think it was a leftover from some other adventure that was like, do you just want to put this in a pot and spend it for...
And smoke it.
Or
Oh,
that.
yeah, that was left over from something. Alright. We skip to tomorrow.
Hello.
Alright, it's tomorrow.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Hello?
One of the few times it actually happened.
We're just all sitting in the living room at night and suddenly the sun's up. Whoa, whoa.
Did I fall asleep or
Sorry, no, I
what's
cast
that?
daylight. I cast daylight accidentally in my
Oh.
sleep. Sometimes I do that. If I have
Do
extra
that
third level
accidentally.
spell slots.
Okay. Dan's going out for a banishment scroll. Rosie and Rez are going out to go get dresses.
Dan, is there any spells you want me to have?
I don't know what spells you know.
Well, you know cleric spell list.
Not off the top of my head.
Let me just read them all to you.
Let me pull it up.
I'll just look through and see.
You got up to third, so...
Yeah, up to third. I'll probably get rid of fast friends. Probably don't need that.
Probably not useful.
I'll keep a revivify.
Spirit Guardians would be good to have on hand.
Not as good as Baldur's Gate.
It's still... I think it's pretty much the same as Baldur's Gate.
No, it's very different.
Is it?
Yes.
What is?
Spirit Guardians?
Spirit Guardians.
Mm.
It's a bigger radius with Spirit Guardians, I think, in 5e. 15-foot radius aura. When an affected creature's speed is halved when they enter the area they occupy, and when this creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts a turn there, they make the wisdom save to take the damage. Or they take half damage. What's the difference with Baldur's Gate?
I don't remember, but I can look it up later.
You guys getting a banishment scroll?
Yes.
that's just standard scroll pricing, which I think...
Yeah, it does the same thing.
Eating. So cute. She's falling asleep on her little bird.
Oh.
It's 3d8 damage. It's the same.
Good.
Alternatively, you could take Spirit Shroud.
Let's just get that scroll.
Yeah. All right. How much is a scroll, David?
So I believe after third level is what I had ruled that they start to get a bit more expensive. So I'd say a banishment scroll instead of what would normally just be an extra 100 or 100 per level. This is going to be 600.
600 total?
600 total for a banishment scroll.
Got it. Okay.
One banishment scroll, please.
I know it's a drop in the bucket to you, but
I'll take 2.
that's what I thought.
Actually, make it 3.
Gotta have a backup just in case.
Just in case.
Backup.
A backup for my backup.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know what one he's getting for himself. Okay, easily enough. It's acquired. Now it sounds like there's a shopping episode for a dress.
It's not have to be a whole big thing.
Yeah, I know. All right.
Where do we go, Rosie?
She'll take. We'll go to like a little ball gown thingy. Does like formal wear, wedding dresses, all that stuff.
And for the purse, you can go to Louis Vuitton.
They'd have the purses.
When we go inside, Rez talks to the clerk and says, I was told to find something slutty here.
Oh, look! Sensual.
Yeah, that.
I think we might have something of that nature.
It can't have sleeves or my arm's gonna break through it.
We need 2. Well, I can have sleeves, but 2.
We do have some with elastic. If you worry about tearing.
Let's just get some measurements.
Very well.
Inflict wounds would be a good one. Heal inflict wounds.
I have inflict wounds.
That's a good one. Guiding bolt's good.
Okay, so yeah, he
Or
would
just a bench.
he would get your measurements, get some clothes listed out for you. He would give you a swath of clothes. So they're not going to be too expensive. You're looking at like 1 gold for the most expensive one.
Okay.
And I'll try to find a purse that fits the thingy.
A small purse.
Yeah, the small purse that opens up big.
So one with bag of holding. I thought you were just going to make one or make it
That's
into a
what
bag
she's
of
saying.
holding. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the purse to make
Gotcha.
it a bag of holding.
I would say throughout your shopping, it wouldn't take you long to find just a tiny, like a coin purse style set of purses. So
Cool. I will buy it then.
it'll cost you 5 silver. Gonna break the
I'll
bank.
never recover from this fighting.
Broke. I have no money.
All right. Slutwear acquired. And coin purse acquired.
Titty outs and legs showing.
That sounds like a genre of music, like vaporware or some shit. Vaporwave, slutwave.
Slutwave.
I can see it. All right. Anything else anybody has planned? Anything anybody wants to get before we skip to the event?
Skip to the loo.
Don't think so.
11 spells. 1, 2,
good.
3. 4.
I think we're good.
Okay. So I think with that, then we will just skip to, I believe it was the night, because that's when you guys wanted to do this, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, probably early evening we'd start.
Because that way Dagrim could fly.
Yeah.
Yes, but they do need to do the casino stuff, right? To
Yeah.
get in with him.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'd say to make things most logical, probably would be like as the evening progresses and it's started, the sun's getting close to setting is when you guys would.
Yeah, we'd make our move early in the evening, and everybody else
Yeah.
would be kind of prepped and ready.
We'd all be pre-gaming for the casino.
Roll Constitution.
How does Dagrim
Red.
pregame?
He sits
Extra
there and
pemmican.
he stares at paint.
At paint.
Is that exciting for you?
Dry paint. He only stares at dry paint. He wants to watch it get drier.
Doesn't it just get to a point where it's completely dry? Dagrim?
No, never.
How
Never
can you-
completely
Never
dry.
fully
How
dry.
can you tell?
Never fully
It
dry.
just looks the same to me, and I have an 18 perception.
Well, I have a 20.
Shit, I
Touche.
bow to you. I cede to your knowledge, sir.
You can tell.
See, there's a
Dagger.
little bit of
Tell,
moisture
I
in that crack.
Dagger, you got Garbo initiative, right?
Relatively.
Okay, I'm gonna give you gift of alacrity tonight.
What does that do?
You get a D8 on your initiative
Oh.
for the next 8 hours.
Nothing better than a cleric going first.
Well, I'll give you advantage on your next initiative roll.
I already have it.
I'll give it to
I'll
Rose. Rez. You have bad initiative.
Actually, I don't.
Rez
need-
just
I
slides into frame.
I have advantage on initiative too. I keep forgetting. I don't need.
All
it.
I
right.
don't have advantage on initiative.
I'll
Okay.
give it to Rosie.
Just going down the line.
Yep.
Pat you on the shoulder. You can feel his dry hands.
His fingers like dig into your shoulder very briefly.
There you
Now
go.
I'm just imagining Dagrim just washes his hands and then just watches them dry as a.
No,
as a
Dagrim
sport.
only uses hand sanitizer. Alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
Dries quicker that way.
Yep.
Hands are so cracked.
All right, Dan. Does this dress qualify?
Do we look enough?
That's good.
I have no opinion.
I'll take that as a compliment.
They look lovely, Dagrim. Come on, be kind.
Sure.
Just
You
too
guys
much-
got this.
There's too much gam.
That's the perfect amount of gam. You know you're rocking it.
All right.
I'm cold.
I can tell.
Don't like this. I'm cold.
Exposed.
I feel exposed.
What was that?
And
I'm
exposed.
exposed.
And exposed.
When the breeze hits me, I feel it in my titties. I don't like it.
Alright, so Dagrim and I will be waiting outside. Triple is getting in a bag.
Yep. In this
And I
purse,
guess-
actually, we have.
Yep.
I'll throw some weapons in there too, just in case.
They're gonna check for weapons, right?
That was what I asked earlier.
I mean, they said that weapons would have to be not brought in, and any magic items would have to be checked.
Okay,
That's
so
what I had stated
wait, so they
initially.
do check bags of holding then?
They check for magic items.
A bag of holding is a magic item.
Yeah.
I mean, I explained it at the beginning, but people could have misheard. So
I think because you didn't give a definitive answer, you just said they do this. We all assumed that they
okay.
didn't check the bags.
Yeah, I was assuming they didn't.
I mean, they may not check bags, but they do check for magic items, and they do. They don't allow weaponry.
All right.
Okay, do we want to stash the bag somewhere?
So if
that
we
you
were
can
wearing
pick it up?
magic items, we'd have to take them all off.
Well, they'd have
Yeah,
to check.
there is
them.
a check-in.
You have to be like, hey, I'm wearing
Yeah, it's like you have to declare them basically. Probably.
the bra of charming.
Okay, so new plan then. Before you
And
guys
we can
go
rewind
with
a few
him,
things if need be.
We carry
You-
AAA.
you guys just tell him, hey, let me go get my bag out of my car. I didn't want to check it. I'll be right
Oh,
back.
yep.
Right?
I didn't want to check it because there's a dragon in it.
Well, we'll
Not a
probably-
dragon in your
we'll
bag of
probably
Wink.
holding, or you're just happy to see
Wink.
them?
Not get into specifics, but sure. All right.
So-
well,
You
we'll
guys-
stash
Did we see the
bag.
bodyguard fucking with the ladies he was hanging out with? Was the bodyguard like patting him down or anything? Yesterday?
Oh,
He was like a bouncer.
he didn't seem like he was getting involved directly.
Okay.
He was just kind of standing off to the side the whole night. Is there a reason however you want to do this, but why wouldn't you guys just keep AAA with you then?
Yeah.
Just because we're all flying up outside,
Yeah.
you don't have
We
anyone else
don't
with you.
We want to have
Why?
as many people as possible in combat at as fast as possible, because if we're flying up,
Well, once
could be a
you'll
delay.
see us go in with him.
well, yeah, but we'll follow your lead. We'll have to
I
assess the
feel like
situation.
once the patio door has been opened, you're good to come in.
Just swoop up. Yeah, we can probably get on the building next door to the apartment building. We don't have to fly up.
Yeah, just cross.
Yeah. Well, enjoy your gambling.
Probably won't be actually gambling.
Enjoy your gambling, Rosie.
Okay. um.
That the current plan then?
Yeah.
Can I hide my bag of holding, like, in the entrance of the casino somewhere?
I mean, yeah, you can try.
Try to hide it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have everything in it. I just want.
Oh, what the fuck?
Nah, I'll just keep it all. Yeah, I'll see if I can try to find like a good place to put it.
Okay, you know what? I'm burning all my first levels. We're gonna have time to short rest, right?
Yeah,
Oh, you're gonna
we
use-
already skipped ahead to the evening, so
Yeah, everybody's getting gift of alacrity. 3 people who wants it.
I guess it's not concentration. You can put it on as many people as you
I
want.
want it.
Yes,
I want it.
you have
Can I
it.
have it?
Can I have it?
Yes, yes.
Rosie's got a D8 and advantage.
Okay then. Everybody but me has gift of alacrity, so extra D8 on initiative.
How does Gift of Alacrity work with advantage?
It's a D8 plus advantage.
So you don't get to reroll the D8.
No.
it's like bless.
And then while Dagrim and I are hanging out on the roof, I'll short rest and use Arcane Recovery to refill those slots.
Oh, I know where I'll put it. I'll put it somewhere so gross no one would ever want to put it. Grab it.
What
So-
are you thinking?
In the women's restroom, there's a place where you put tampons, and there's like a little trash bag. She'll hide it under there, and then put the bag back over it.
What are you putting in there?
My bag of holding. So I can be like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom. Or actually, no.
Out
I'll
of
just,
my nose.
never mind. I'll just give them my bag of holding, because then I'll be like, wait, I need to get my bag before I leave or some shit. Never mind. I'm making this too complicated. I just check it.
Here's
All
my
right.
bag. Pulls out a Tommy gun.
She wants her
Multiple
guns,
Tommy
okay?
guns.
Sue me. Wait, actually, I have a question. When they did it, did they have someone do detect magic on us, as we walked through or something like that?
I mean, you would know that when they did the check-in, they more or less just give you a quick pat down and just declare any magic items, things like that.
Never mind. No, it's okay. We'll just put bag of holding. I was gonna say she straps her gun to her thigh.
Because you know you can't lie.
Yep.
Yeah, don't.
I can't
don't
lie,
tempt
so never mind.
Yep.
Don't tempt that. That's not a gun. It's a firearm.
It's my
It's
cock.
a fun.
It's my banana.
gigantic wang.
I keep my banana attached to my thigh.
I
You never
have
know
low.
you need potassium.
I know. I was going to say I have low potassium. I have to eat a banana. every once
I
in a
have
while.
cramping issues.
Yeah. Leave me alone.
Prone to Charlie horses.
Don't take my banana. I get Charlie horses.
Oh my god.
Brilliant.
And yes, my
Alright.
banana is metal and gray.
My banana holder.
It's hard because you're touching it. Stop it.
All
Not
right.
how bananas
I'm
work.
fondling my banana.
Dude, you need to regain control of this session.
All right. You guys are heading to the casino. You head in the front, and it sounds like you guys are just checking in your items. Then it sounds like.
Yeah, I'll just dump everything in my bag I'm holding and declare that, basically.
Yeah, same.
All right. Easy enough. You head in, and it's the same as it was, just yesterday. Very busy, packed. You have a few waiters bringing you over cocktails and gambling chips. And yeah, they let you pretty much do as you please. Where are you headed?
Probably should find the guy.
So, Rosie, how much experience do you have with seducing men?
I feel like she's like in the middle of this drink. Just like spits
We're
it
just
back.
sitting at a table.
Not a lot.
Damn.
What about you?
I mean, a few years ago I would pick up guys at bars sometimes, but that was
Okay.
before this.
Well, sounds like you're leading the operation.
Oh boy,
Uh,
this will go great.
I feel like my skills may have atrophied somewhat in the past few years,
Okay.
so be aware that this could go terribly.
Okay. If I think it's going terrible, I can.
You
don't know.
just jump in
Okay.
whenever.
I can squeeze them together.
That'll probably help.
Okay, cool. Show some thigh, maybe? I don't know.
Ready
Bend
your,
over,
ready your gams.
Slowly. Bend over slowly and grab a chip off the ground. I don't know what to do.
And snap.
I mean, my big problem is I just don't even know how to start. Usually when I would start, I was tremendously drunk, or they were tremendously drunk. But we're not at that point in the evening yet.
I think the only good part of this is they're so bad at this, I don't think my brother's going to be suspicious.
The ultimate honeypot.
I also think it's funny that the two females in our party are
Both. One
the like very bad charisma.
That's what makes
The
this
hottest
such a great
garbage.
plan.
The best plan ever.
So what did you usually do when you were like drunk?
I don't recall most of it.
Just okay.
I mean,
That's not-
just go up, tell them they look sexy, sit on their lap, be all touchy. That works like 90% of the time.
She's grimacing. Rosie's grimacing.
You seem unhappy.
Don't like this. What if it pokes me?
Then you grab it and bend it.
There are bigger concerns, I think,
Oh.
this evening, Rosie. Pretend it's a gun.
Traumatizing.
Firm but gentle.
I like guns. Sorry, I had to. So are you sitting on laps or am I
I
sitting
feel like
on
you're the better candidate for that.
Why?
Because your butt is much larger than mine.
Oh.
By a fairly wide margin.
Not that big!
Why have you been looking at it so much?
Do you just stare at my ass in your free time?
I think everyone in the party does.
That's projecting.
It's hard to
Dagrim
miss.
sits in the crying room and thinks about it.
Oh god. I feel like she's like, it's not. She's like patting the sides of her butt. She's like, it's not that big.
Rosie's worst nightmare is going to a restaurant where the tables are too close together. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
So sorry.
Boarding an airplane. Good thing they don't exist yet.
Yes. Well, we have blimps. Plenty of room on a blimp.
Sure.
Okay, let's keep an eye out for him. Start actually looking now.
Okay. So, heading into the larger betting tables, just kind of like before, it doesn't take you too long until you find it's fairly early in the evening, so the crowd isn't as big as it was yesterday. But you do eventually find a decent-sized crowd of people around one table, and yeah, it doesn't take you too long, Rez, until you hear the familiar voice of the Blue Dragonborn, Ava, pipe up as he calls for another round, as he's pulling in some more chips into the table after it looks like he won a rather large bet.
Alright, it's our time to shine.
Are there girls already just?
There's like 5 or 6. Like I said, it's fairly early in the evening, so it's a small
Gotta
crowd
get in
right
quick.
now.
Does he seem like he's picked a favorite already?
He is not.
Oh.
This is our time.
All right. Let's go, Rez.
Oh man.
Woo the DM.
Here we go.
You sure are big.
You call me fat?
No, like
And we get kicked out.
muscular.
I have a glandular problem. All right.
Okay.
So yes, you head up to the small crowd. You don't really seem to have any issue just kind of dropping in and mingling. And you can see pretty much right away, yeah, he's just talking to all the people around him and the card dealer as he's putting out some more cards. It looks like they're currently playing blackjack, and he's putting in a few chips.
Gamble to draw his attention, or should we just be like, "Oh wow, you have so much money"?
Try both. You're pretty good at gambling, right?
Yeah. Oh, thank God. I'll gamble. Please don't make me talk to him.
Yeah, I'll talk.
She'll take like the seat next to him though,
Okay.
and she'll try to be like butt out. Sits over the table, just like this is what I'm supposed to be
Just-
doing, right?
Just back unnaturally arched.
My back hurts. Wasn't meant to bend this way.
Rosie
Okay.
doesn't know what she's doing. I'm sorry, guys. It's like
Performance?
my butt's not that big.
First roll of this adventure.
Performance?
Let's go.
Oh no. Uh-oh. I'm gonna use lucky.
Good start.
Shouldn't you
Ooh.
save it for when you're about to get lucky?
18.
18? Okay, that's pretty good. So you lean over and arch your back, and for a brief second, you almost kink your back, and you're like, oh! But thankfully that puts you in a proper position that you don't just double over. And as you kind of get into position and sit down, he has noticed you as you sit down at the table. He gives you a sly little wink, and he looks back at the cards as he's thinking to himself.
She'll return the wink. Chani can't wink, so I'm not gonna do it. And then she'll slide a few chips onto the table as well, and ask the guy to deal her in.
I love it. So I would say, as you get dealt in, you would get a 11 and an 8. You're familiar with blackjack, I assume.
Yes.
Okay.
She'll stay.
Okay. And he kind of gives you a quick glance. I don't see too many people putting down this kind of money this early. Haven't seen you here before, have I?
No.
And he calls and takes another card and looks at it. Complete poker face. No, I think I have seen you. I think I saw you yesterday. It was. I think you were on some of the smaller betting tables.
I was just practicing before I came to a bigger table. Hair flip.
Performance?
For a hair?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to require performance on everything.
Her wig comes off.
All her
too
makeup
hard.
just flies off.
You're gonna wink, roll performance. Nat 1, you blink.
All right, so he would put down a few more chips after he got another card, and he would say, "What is your name? I haven't seen. I usually like to know the people around me. Not many people know me for that reason."
Shit. She's like, oh, I should have come up with a different name. And then she's like, Camilla. My name's Camilla. Because it's technically true.
Exception.
No, it's not. Her name is literally Camilla Rose Datura, and she goes by Rosie.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hmm.
That's right. I forgot.
Most people don't know her by Camilla.
Even me, I forgot.
Hmm. Exactly. It works well.
Milla. Nice sounding name.
What's your name?
Not usually supposed to give out my name. Something my family tries to limit.
Well,
Don't like many people knowing our family.
Well, then what should I call you?
For now, you can call me... What's a good name? Call me Quen.
When?
Yes.
Okay.
Quen.
Okay. She'll also like stay and match the raise.
He looks at his cards again, and he stays as well. Not many people throw money down quite eagerly this early, like this. Might it be too forward of me to ask what you do for a living?
Alright, well, that's fine. I feel like she'd just be like, I build things.
Then we're not too different then. My family and I also build things for a living.
Well, that's very interesting. Is it mechanical things or?
A bit bigger than that, more heavy industry type stuff.
Ah. I'm more mechanical myself. Rosie is low-key looking for Rez, like, where the fuck this bitch goes?
I think Rez was watching to see how Rosie did it first, before she'll eventually step up and say, "Excuse me. I couldn't help but
Yes?
notice that you were doing tremendously well and are also very attractive. Would you mind if I sit down?"
Someone tells me you had a hard time saying that with a straight face.
I feel like
Performance using
Rosie
strength.
wants to, like, help, and she's like, I don't know what she would call you. I guess Rez. She'd be like, Rez, I called him, or some shit like that.
You can't get all of the hotties.
She rolls her eyes. Looks back at
Oh,
her cards.
performance, Rez.
Is it with advantage? Because
We're helping each other.
we're
That was the whole point of
helping
this.
each other. Okay,
It's a group effort.
we're helping.
Friendly competition.
You are so attractive and have so much money.
Meanwhile, on the rooftop, Dan's like, should we have, like, enchanted them, you think? Like, maybe like an enhance ability, you think?
I mean, maybe disguise self.
Yeah, that could have been good too. Ah, well, they'll figure it out.
The enhanced ability.
13.
13?
13. Above average.
You're not wrong. He kind of looks at you very briefly and just kind of bats his eye back towards you, Rosie, and he just kind of quickly raises up his right hand and is like, yeah, sure, take a seat.
Thank you. So what game is this?
Blackjack.
Oh no.
Well, I only
Villain
play
is-
Smash Brothers.
Deal in is 10 gold.
I think I can afford that.
I think you're the richest person in our party. I think you can definitely afford that. Oh my god.
So I would say he does look back at his cards and he's thinking for a bit. You know, now that I think about it, like I said, we're not too different, but you seem to be doing more of the mechanical. You ever worked in construction?
No. I can't
I
say
think
I
it's
have.
something that you'd like. Not to me myself. I'm a bit more of a foreman. We'll call it that.
Hmm.
I'm not much for heavy lifting. I'm more of the brains of the operation.
Excuse me.
Nothing sexier than a smart man.
I'm not sure whether to do deception or performance on that. I think deception's the most fitting. I don't know. Does Rez find that attractive?
No.
Then yeah, deception.
Yeah, I can attest to that. He's worked with Rez long enough.
Good point.
I'm getting above 10. That's 12.
Alright.
I'd say he at least gives you one more look. My apologies. I haven't gotten your name.
Rosie.
See, Rosie fucking daggers. She's like, this is gonna be so confusing. He's gonna say Rosie. She's gonna be like, yes.
But Camilla's your real name, so it should be fine.
No, it's not.
Oh,
Holy shit.
I feel like Rosie would be like, well, I prefer a more hands-on approach. I like to get my hands dirty. A wink. And she'll
I'd say
take a sip
he's-
of her drink.
I'd say on that, give me no, that is in character. I don't think I require a roll for that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you're an artificer. That
She
is
does
literally
like to get her
hands on.
dirty.
I do.
She just doesn't usually say it in such a seductive way.
Yeah.
Oh, I love getting my hands dirty. I like to feel everything.
You know, I had Rez do a roll. You have to do a roll now too. So let's do performance.
Oh.
I hope it ends up like me and Plette's gifts.
Oh, I gotta use unlucky. It was gonna be a 1.
You got a 1?
I was about to. Okay, that's a 14.
That's much better.
Okay.
All right. So I'd say for a moment he's having a bit of a hard time keep holding both of your attention while he's trying to play blackjack. My apologies, ladies. I'm having a bit trouble. I usually don't get to talk to two beautiful ladies like this all at once.
Aren't you lucky?
Could be luckier.
Well, let's see how this next card goes, and we'll see how the night goes. And he calls one more time. And at that, he flips over his cards. And look at that, 21.
19.
The winning streak continues.
Well, shall we get some drinks then, maybe? Celebrate.
I think I see some seats over by the bar.
I'll meet you all there. And he stands up and just kind of puts his hands in his pockets, arms out, and just kind of starts walking over there. Just kind of gives you both a quick look over and just kind of gestures with his head. You will also see him look off in the distance, and you'll see him give a brief nod.
Sure, as we're getting up from our chairs, Rez is gonna lean over to Rosie and be like, what name did you give him?
Camilla.
Okay.
Why the fuck did you give him my name?
You said Rez already. I had to pick something similar.
Rez'Veela?
Wow, I'm in it
Rez'Veela?
now.
Rosie? That's not even close to Rez.
There's a lot of overlap.
No.
There's an E and an R.
Oh god.
Alright, we go over to the bar.
Yep.
All right.
We sashay to the bar.
Ooh,
Ooh.
fancy.
Swish, swish.
So- Sashaying yourselves over to the bar. He does sit down where he just gives out 3 fingers in the air to the barkeep, and barkeep brings over 3 shots as he starts to fill them up with whiskey. He takes his and does a quick shot and then hands one to each of you.
Easy. Down the hatch.
Thing after. Quite strong.
Oh, this place has good stuff.
It is good. What brand is this?
I think Larkman's.
Excellent choice.
It's a Miller Lite.
Ah,
A shooter.
the Miller Lite whiskey.
The
Yes,
Miller
they've
Lite equivalent.
the hardest shit they got.
So, what about you, Miss Rosie? You haven't told me much about yourself.
Well, what can I say? I like to keep a mysterious persona. Someone who looks like me benefits from being a bit quiet about the details of their life. You'd understand.
Yes. It is a bit tiresome having to hide who you really are, isn't it?
Exhausting. But it is nice to get out with my friend Camilla every once in a while and meet some new people. Isn't that right, Camilla?
Oh yeah. We love drinking together and having fun.
Lots of fun.
I just the way you say it is so fun. So deadpan. Yeah, lots of fun. Great.
I love fun. It's my favorite thing.
My favorite activity.
All sorts of fun.
Yes.
Hmm. Think we might all get along. We're all looking for the same thing, then?
I think this is going rather well. Every time I talk,
God damn it.
she's gone.
Sorry, just the sections are so funny.
I keep trying to find reasons to make you roll, but your words are just vague enough
She's
that I
like,
don't
just
feel
don't
justified.
commit to anything. I don't have to roll.
Tear it up over here, pieces. Okay.
Okay.
Over here, Mike. When you're ready.
So, I would say he orders some more shots for the both of you and himself. He's definitely starting to drink in excess.
You good over there?
I've lost Chani.
My god. I can't.
What's wrong? What's going on over there?
Doing okay there? Oh.
Okay.
I didn't catch your name.
When?
When? How enigmatic.
Alright, that one I think I'm gonna need a deception.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Rose actually hitting on someone is really funny to me.
That was not great. I rolled a 3.
Uh-oh.
He knows that I don't think his name is enigmatic.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to lie. It's, like you said, we have to hide pieces of ourselves, and this is just one of those parts, as he kind of swirls the whiskey in his glass before he takes a sip.
Trust me, with a life like mine, you become very good at telling when people are lying about their names. But it's alright. I understand.
Well then, since we're both in a manner of not telling the truth, I'll try and be a little bit more open. I'll tell you a little something that isn't a lie. Familiar with the Addams family?
I've heard of them.
Great show.
What did you say?
It's a great show.
For the originals to the remakes.
I prefer the originals, yeah.
I like the
I
thing.
did like the 1996 movie.
He's on Wednesday.
Well, let me just say I am part of that family.
Really?
I'm not going to go into much more detail, but we sort of are responsible for most of Fortuna.
You know, if I was a handsome dragonborn like yourself and I was trying to gain the interest of 2 pretty young women, that is the kind of thing I would lie about. How do we know
Damn
this
it.
is the truth?
Excellent point, Rosie.
Thanks, Camilla.
You guys both had to pause. Catch yourselves.
No, they pause seductively. It's seductive
Yeah,
They
pause.
paused seductively,
Uh-huh.
looked at each
Everything we're
other.
doing is 5 times more seductive than...
I put my arm on his shoulder, and she's like, "Oh, you're so big and
Oni.
strong."
I was going to say, Rosie, as you put your arm around him,
No, it's just on his
Tell-
arm.
Just
Just
a
on
hand
oh,
on the
just on his
shoulder.
arm. Okay.
Arm.
As you wrap around his arm, you can tell this dude does not have much muscle. He's a bit of a wimp.
He's a caster.
Okay, fine. How about this? You're so. I bet your brain is so big.
I bet your brain has so many ridges.
I'm not a mind flayer.
You have so many folds in your brain.
Bet your
So
brain
many
is
lobes.
So wrinkly.
I like a wriggly little brain.
Give me that. Give me those wrinkles.
You're weird. I don't like you anymore.
Brain has so much surface area. If you spread it out, it'd cover like 3.
I love
Tables.
surface area.
Calculated every day.
Oh yeah. I've calculated yours already. Wink.
All right.
How much pain are you in right now, David?
This is good. This is good. So, I would say, wrapping your arm around his, he does not brush it away or anything. He lets you do it, and he says, "Well, there's a way I could prove it, but before we do that, would you mind maybe going to my place for some coffee?"
I was hoping you'd ask.
Coffee.
All right.
You get a
And I think with that, he just nods with a grin on his face as he starts to stand up, and he'll gesture for you all to walk out with.
Oh, I need to get my my bag.
I do too. One moment.
Oh my god, we did it, Rez.
I don't
Message
know
in your
how
head.
any of that-
No, either.
It's really dumb.
These are messages that I'm sending, Rez. By the way, I'm not saying this out loud.
I figured.
Oh, you got the
Oh my
message
god, he's
cantrip.
so dumb.
Mm-hmm. I do know the message.
Yeah, we'll dart off on our own real quick and go grab our bags.
I would say while you guys are getting your bags, you would just see him standing with his back against the wall at one of the entrances, waiting for you all.
As we're walking away, do I clock the guard?
I would say you do not see any elf around.
Anyone who's been following our position? I perceive.
I would say, going off of your perception, when he stood up from the original table and walked over to the bar, you would have noticed he gestured for you all to come with him, and then he nodded to something off in the distance.
Yeah.
But looking around, you would not have been able to see what he was nodding at.
Yeah.
And then, as far as like any figure that seems to be following him, based on your passive perception, you would not have seen it.
Fair enough.
Okay, so heading out. After you guys have grabbed your items, he would call a taxi and hop into the car with the both of you.
Sure, we'll hop in.
And he hands the taxi driver some gold, says the address, which is the address you guys have already scouted out. And a few minutes after, the taxi starts driving down. And yeah, I'd say for the most part, he does sit in silence for a little bit, but he does eventually start to incant and wrap his hands around what looks like nothing, and he says, "And for a party trip for tonight," and he grabs a bottle out of thin air as he pulls out this magical-looking bottle and 3 more glasses, and he pours in a little bit of this sparkling, kind of neon purple liquid into it, and he hands you each a glass.
I think I've ever seen this before. What is it? She smells it.
Special type of elven wine. elves will live a bit long, so this is a bit of a rarity. To get two such beautiful ladies, I figure, why not celebrate?
Insight check.
I also want to. He has a bottle, right?
Yes.
Is there any detail labeling, anything on the bottle that indicates what's magical about it?
It's more just magical that, he brought it out of thin air at the very least. But as far as what makes it glow or anything like that, to kind of give you a hint, you would see that it is made by the Amaris distillery, which is a kind of a centuries-old elven winery.
Okay, so this is just their thing.
Yeah, I would say you would know Pamaris is one of the higher quality wine, vineyard type
Sure.
breweries.
Okay.
My insight was 4. I know nothing.
He seems to be telling the truth. He's a real honest looking guy.
I trust him. I'll take the shot.
All right. And yeah, it tastes like really good wine.
This is lovely.
Actually,
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Just waiting for it.
I know, right? Same.
Y'all both drank yourselves stupid. I'm willing to bar any Constitution saving throws for the time being, unless you guys try going overboard again.
This was our drinking ourselves stupid was prep work for this book.
Exactly.
We just
It's all
didn't know
part
it.
of the plan.
It's all coming together.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so eventually, as you both talk and drink with him, the taxi driver does eventually come up to his apartment complex, and he invites you all with. You head up a elevator, and after a few floors, I would say he is starting to put his hands on your shoulders, on both your shoulders. He's starting to get a little touchy-feely as the alcohol's starting to get into him a bit more. But eventually, he would come up to his apartment, and this is the nice one, the top floor. He doesn't mention the one that is a floor below. He opens it up and invites you both in.
Sure. Presumably, Dan and others saw us walk in the front door. Yeah, it's got the cut to the binocular shot.
They're in. Operation Honeypot is entering phase 2. Let's move.
The camcorder.
No,
Camcorder. Damn it, no dagger.
that wasn't the plan.
Prepare the clairvoyance.
Invisibility dagger. Flying. Let's go. Here's your scroll. I put the banishment scroll in his hand.
I want 2
ready.
angles.
I have the banishment scroll in hand.
You have a banishment scroll.
I have to wait for them to. Rez said she'd open the patio door, and then we can
I know. We need to be ready to move as soon as it is.
I have to pee though.
Dagger.
You shouldn't have drank all that coffee before we started. So look out.
We've just been sitting on the rooftop watching Dagger drink fucking
I
gallons
really-
of coffee.
Really have to shit.
This is way past his bedtime.
One hell of an angel shit. Okay.
Such a nice place you have.
Is that a man shitting on our building?
What?
I know what you were trying to say.
It's such a nice place you have, and there's the guy's like shitting on the top of the other building. What a great view!
Oh god.
Lovely view.
I feel like
This
we'd
is
be
a
like,
nice
oh,
place. This is where I go when the world just doesn't make much sense.
Can we see the patio area?
Sure. And he starts to walk over to the door. You can tell he's getting a little woozy. He's stumbling a little bit. And yeah, he opens up the patio door and just kind of walks out. The air feels good. It's a good idea.
Oh, this is a lovely view.
It is, isn't it? Wait, do you hear something?
Hear what?
I just hear the wind and
Just echoes across the street.
It's okay, Dagger. No. I am gonna cast see invisibility on myself though.
don't
That
you have to cast
concentration?
invisibility. Or
No,
I mean,
it is
flying
not
or whatever?
concentration. It is one. It takes 1 hour. Its duration 1 hour though.
Oh, nice.
Only target self though.
Oh well.
Oh, well, stop now.
What was that?
What was that?
Oh, I thought I heard something.
I don't hear.
Anyways, let me get you that cup of coffee.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
And he heads back out from outside in the patio as he starts walking towards the kitchen.
Do you mind if I stay out here for a minute? I'm
Question:
warm.
when I cast the invisibility, do I see the stalker boy?
You would see it, and it is in the in his main apartment, not the one that they are currently.
And did me and Dan see the bodyguard at all? Like come out of the car or walk into the building afterwards or anything like that?
I would have say you would not have seen you would have seen people go in and out of the apartment shortly after they went in, but you would not have seen the half-eared elf.
Noted. Dan, let's get on my back. We'll fly over. What?
I hop up. Hup.
Like a never-ending story.
Yeah.
Never-ending story.
Fly, Dagrim, fly!
I just imagined he's flying by his powered shit.
We're going down. No. Yeah, I fly. I mean, this is just gonna start it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I fly over, woo, and I land on the patio and run in. Scythe at the ready.
Invisibly.
Shit.
I'm not invisible, am I?
I don't think so. I think he
Oh.
just cast invisibility so you could see.
I cast see
Oh,
invisibility.
you guys were just totally visible flying up to the patio.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
dark, right?
Yeah, it's dark.
Oh, right, it is dark. Yeah, that's fine.
Flying UFO.
And I'm here with
I'm pulling
Dan.
Triple out of the bag. Or on the porch.
Like a magician.
I'd say he's just like mid putting some coffee grounds into the coffee machine while he's doing this. He hasn't really noticed anything going on.
As Dan, I guess, as they all land, I'll just say to Dan, he's a caster of some kind.
He's got his back to us?
Yeah.
Whole person.
Not a humanoid.
He's a dragonborn, right?
He's
Yeah,
a
he is
dragon.
dragonborn.
He's secretly a mind flayer. Everyone's mind flayers now.
Okay, so I would say let's roll initiative at that.
Everybody gets a D8 on their initiative. Let's
And
go.
Yeah. And Rosie
And
gets
many of us
advantage.
have advantage.
A bunch of people have advantage.
I don't.
Oh shit! I rolled an 8 on the D8.
And a 1 on the
That's
D20.
pretty damn good, actually.
Oh shit. Okay.
16 plus 6, 22 plus 8, 20, 30. Okay, I got a 30.
25 for Rez.
25 for Rosie.
Dan, if it makes you feel better, you got rid of my -1. I rolled a 14.
Damn. Hey, I tried.
Plus
Okay.
1, -1.
All right, so Rez and Rosie both got 25. What was Dan's?
30.
30.
30.
14. If everyone has good rolls on advantage, it's like I don't get anything.
Everybody's super, nobody is.
AAA, what's your initiative?
Triple A would also have a D8.
Ava.
Clark.
10.
Cleric.
Cleric.
Clark.
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 Cleric.
Clark.
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 Actually, for what it's worth, it is a little after 10. Do we want to have a quick break
Break
while we
time.
try and summon the Clark?
All right.
Break time to summon the
Recover
Clark.
Matt.
Break time and summon him.
Yes.
Alright, good beat.
Pushing to break. Back on. We're good.
All right, so let me change the combat music
Why are these
on.
doors open in 2 different directions?
That doesn't make it's a double hinge. Those do exist.
All right, I got some updated combat music. Hope you all like it. But anyways, we will start off with hold
Oh, we
person.
got some Cuphead shit going on.
Oh yeah, you know it.
All right.
So let's see. Wisdom saving throw A.
Yes.
See how wise he is.
Let's see if he has a legendary resistance. That wouldn't be very fair because AAA would need one then.
Why?
It's his brother.
Yeah, it's his brother. Why is his?
Are those passed on genetically?
Yes. Yeah, 100%. They're dragons.
I always assumed.
I'm part dragon.
Yeah, where are your lizards?
Are you?
I don't know, DM. Can we make my broken subclass even more broken, please? Thank you.
He got a 17.
That is a failure.
Oh shit!
He is
What?
held
All right,
and
calm down.
paralyzed.
The only person.
So as that spell takes, I'm gonna hand some manacles to Rez.
Okay,
Because I have manacles in my pack for just such an occasion.
just for such an occasion.
Just for such an occasion. And then I'll step into the room just to get out of the open air. I will step towards the bathroom. I'll open the door out and just kind of take cover behind it in case anything comes through the front door.
Okay. So yeah, you're just gonna scooch on and get near the bathroom.
Yep.
Doable. Okay, and Rez gets handed some manacles. So then I believe that will start us off on the round of combat then. So we'll go with... so Dan, since you got the highest initiative, it actually just works out that way. So next up... I imagine... Goddamn, you guys all got 25s. AAA, Rez, and Rosie all got 25.
You're
Rosie's
Yeah.
got the highest
Yeah,
dex.
we all got 25.
My dex is a +1.
Oh, mine's also. Oh, right, we've been through this. Mine's also a +1.
Whose name comes closer in the beginning of the alphabet?
Res.
AAA.
Yeah, AAA,
He's
technically.
always chosen first in school.
He's always got the first locker.
Yeah.
All right,
I think we'll
AAA,
just-
you're up.
Yeah. Your brother has just been held personed.
Oh
What
god,
would you like to do?
he just went on mute for some reason.
Shit.
Oh,
Can you hear me there?
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, my mic wasn't working. I was like, what's going on? I have a +3 for Dex, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was trying to view your stream, I think, which is why my thing disconnected. So,
You're at the patio entrance with the doors open. Dan has just cast hold person on the Dragonborn, your brother. And
Oh, my brother?
you're pretty much right at the doors.
is that another person I see over in the corner there?
That is Dan.
Oh, okay.
This is your brother.
Honestly, I don't think we see any other threats.
Correct.
I
right now.
do. I see a threat.
What's that?
The stalker.
He's not in this
floor
room.
below us.
Oh, he's in. Okay, never mind.
Yes.
Is there?
He was in the
what
dirty
Did
dirty part.
what did we initiative in order for at this point?
Yeah,
Cuff him.
I can't. It's not my turn.
Hold your action. Let Res cuff him.
I mean, they're all going at 25. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold an Eldritch Blast in case someone else comes in.
Okay.
Smart.
All right. I guess I'll go inside. Where is he at? Relative or in this map?
He is right here.
Okay. I cuff him.
Okay.
And I've got 6 sets of manacles, so if you want to double cuff them, go for it. I got so many.
Just toss me all you got. Come
Fucking chain him up. Chain his ass up.
on. Give it here.
Yep.
I will chain him up as my action.
All right.
And bonus action. Gonna go all in.
Oh shit. All right. So Rez heads over, quick puts some clasps on him, and you can see he's trembling, trying to resist the spell, but that spell's got too good of a hold on him. So that brings us up to Rosie. What you doing?
I don't think there's much for me to do right
Sure.
now.
And AAA's holding an Eldritch Blast for anything else.
I mean, you can go clap his ass and knock him out.
Oh, that was an option. I could do it.
You already spent both your action and bonus action.
Damn it.
Attacks within 5 feet of the creature while paralyzed are critical hits, and you will have advantage on the attacks.
I do want AAA to be like very heavily cloaked and like in shadows, so you can't tell who I am.
Okay, that's fair.
I guess I'm just gonna hold my attack of my gun.
Okay.
If something bad starts happening.
So I'd say AAA, you'd probably be out more on the patio where it's darker because there are a few lights on in. Just kind of keep yourself hidden then.
I'll have my disguised self as my original self, though, not my skeleton self.
Okay. Okay. All right. So then that brings us to Dagrim. What you doing?
I'm gonna move next to Rez.
All right.
One more spot.
Okay.
There you go. Perfect.
Okay.
And I'll just have my scythe ready just in case an enemy appears within my range. That if for some reason he drops the whole person, if he gets out of whole person, unconscious of Dan's, not if Dan drops it, but if he gets out of whole person in some other way, or if something else enters my range, I will.
Basically, if
slice
something enters your range or hold person stops.
Yes. For any reason other than Dan ending it on purpose.
Okay.
Is he gagged yet?
He has not been gagged.
We should definitely gag him so he can't.
Oh, right. Then I can do that.
Do it.
Oh, hold on. I didn't prepare that.
A gag?
Well, silence. I could have just
No,
silence.
here's a sock.
Where'd you get this from?
You don't want to know.
The last guy we gagged.
It's the gag sock.
Can you
Oh,
gag
God.
a dragonborn?
Oops.
He's got a very wide mouth.
That's why you
That's
wrap
actually
it
a good
around.
point. Here's a
Tie
t-shirt.
it.
Yeah, I'll like a chin strap it. So I'll just,
We'll
Yeah.
muzzle him.
yeah. Like a croc.
Oh, literal Cuphead.
Okay. So you put a muzzle around him so he can't. And I think for the time being, that would be the first round. I would say AAA, because you're at the patio, and Rez, with your high perception, you'd probably both hear this. You'd hear the sound of something hitting glass,
Like shatter?
Like a thunk or like a
like a thunk.
Did you hear that thunk?
Yes, I did. Do you know where it came from?
Do I, DM?
It sounds like it came not from this floor, but a floor below. if you had to guess.
We've probably got time.
Could we bag of holding him and get out of here?
Probably wise.
As long as he's not holding a bag of holding.
Double check it before we do it.
Are we still in initiative order, TM, or how are you doing?
I would say for the time being, we are still going to hold on to initiative, for the other entities at play here.
Okay.
So that will bring us to the top of the order with Dan.
Okay. Do we want to leave?
We can.
Are we going through the building, or are we going out the window?
Out the window.
Do we have the capacity to fly everyone out?
I can jump.
I
can jump.
Feather fall.
Okay. I mean, if you want
Does
to grab
anybody
me,
else want a
let's.
feather fall?
I can fly.
I mean, we can all benefit from a feather fall if you're going to cast it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's about to be super limited. I mean, yeah, if we're going, I mean, it's your turn, Daniel.
I mean, I guess get him in the bag and let's head for the patio. Let's go for a corner just so that we're not jumping directly in front of the window to the next floor down.
Make sure you check him first.
Yeah, check the body, make sure he's in a bag, or he doesn't have a bag on himself, and then we'll put him in a sack.
Cool. Rosie will cast feather fall on everybody.
Right. So Rosie casts some Featherfall. I would say you do not find a bag of holding on him.
Yeah, he's going in a bag.
Okay, so
As I scoop him up, I'm just like, sorry, champ, and just
It's the Addams family.
not your night.
all right. So you pop him into a bag, and yeah, that would be your turn then.
We'll book it for the patio to jump.
So you'd be able to get. So I'm just going to off of there. So 5, 10, 15. Because I'd say it's probably your action to get him into the bag.
Okay.
You'd be able
I
to-
can bonus action activate my boots of haste or boost of speed and double my move speed, so I'll get another 30 feet.
Yeah, there you go. 30, so yeah, you'd be able to make it right to here.
I'd say let's go for jump at a corner, not necessarily straight down in front of the window where that thing's gonna see us.
So probably like right here or so.
Yeah.
Or start to get there at the very
If
least.
you hand me
You'd have to.
Go ahead.
All right. Anything else for your turn then?
That's action, bonus action. Yep, that's it.
All right. Then that brings us to AAA.
Okay.
Nothing has shown up so far, but you guys, both you and Rez would have heard something pounding at the glass below.
I'm just trying to see if there's anything I can do. I don't really have shit to do, so I guess I'll just keep holding my Eldritch Blast.
All right. Fair enough. So let's see. That brings us to Rez. It's your turn.
Alright, I will run out, so I will use my action to move, and
Okay.
as I'm passing by Dan, I'll say, hand me the bag.
Yep.
And then I'm going to bonus action step of the wind.
Oh shit!
which doubles my jump distance.
God dang!
Wait,
You gonna try and aim for the spot where Dagrim was at?
I could probably
Just,
make it pretty.
I wouldn't go to
across
that
the
spot.
street.
I can just go fucking quite a ways from this top floor, I think.
Yeah.
hey, well, since we're technically taking our turns on the same initiative, could I have casted Featherfall on everybody?
Yeah.
Isn't it a reaction?
You can do it as a reaction too.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
that works.
I'll do it as a reaction.
Okay. I'll be over on that building.
Later.
I'm gonna go to the apartment.
You're just gonna
I'll,
go to the what?
The apartment.
Okay.
I will use dash then and jump off the side of the building.
Okay.
Alright, Is Dan, are you just feather falling too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm following you. I just ran out of movement.
Okay.
So I had to bag him.
Yep, so I would jump off the building. If I had the time or movement too.
Okay. So, if that's the case, then I would say, Rosie, you're jumping off then,
Mm-hmm.
and let's see. You get this.
Old Daggy boy.
Well, before he goes, I've got another one to roll here.
No. We got away. We escaped.
That's why we're still in initiative order.
You guys decided to leave. That's not my fault. So let's see. Okay, yeah, I think that. So Dagrim and AAA and Dan, I guess, because you guys are the ones who have not left yet. You would hear a quick pounding at the door before the door cracks and flies off its hinges as a very large-looking elf man bursts through the door. And as soon as he does that, his face and body seem to change in size and shape as he turns into what looks more like a Goliath now, as he pulls out a battle axe and looks right at you, Dagrim.
Cool.
I told you.
And he is going to run up at you. And he's going to take a few hacks at you.
Well, that ain't
I'm
good.
just gonna move my character in the building so I can.
Alright. Let's see. That's a pretty good roll hit. So that first hit is going to be a 23.
That hits.
And then the next hit, I'm just going to get the hits out of the way first. And the next hit is a crit.
Story barbs.
Gosh darn it. Someday I'm going to get a crit, and you won't have silvery barbs.
You gonna give me advantage, Plette?
Yeah, I guess.
Unless I'm down after this.
Sending a mage eater at you next to. All right, so let's see. That will be a. Instead of a cool crit, I just have to go with an 18.
That's a miss.
All right, so his first hit will be, well, his only hit, I should say. That's going to be 15 damage for the first hit.
Ow.
Doesn't my Eldritch Blast go off, by the way?
Yes, it would.
Pew, pew, pew. 2 bolts.
All right, give me some rolls to hit.
Okay. Better than that, 20 plus 10.
Ooh. Why don't you silvery barbs that?
So I do crit on Eldritch Blast, right? Okay. So that's 2d10 plus 5.
It'll be double the dice you normally roll. I think you
Before D10.
rolled 4d10 because you get 2d10 at higher level. Yeah, before d10 for the first hit.
Wait. Really?
You get an extra Eldritch Blast at like level 5.
Yeah, but I have to roll for each hit, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. It creates
Okay,
more
then.
than one beam when you reach higher levels. 2 beams at 5th level, 3 beams at 11th level.
Yeah, but I have to roll individually for each beam, right?
Yeah, you do.
So the first beam that hit was a nat 20, which is crit. So that means the first beam is 2d10, and then I roll again, and then that would be a separate beam.
Yes.
Yeah, so
think-
actually, yeah, it would just be 2d10 then.
Okay. I was like, do I not understand the spell?
It's weird.
Okay, so that's 21 for the first beam. And then the second attack is a 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
And the damage for that is 14. So
Okay.
that would be 35 total damage.
Does AAA have the repelling blast invocation?
Or agonizing blast.
Agonizing.
I have agonizing rest,
Okay. Strategizing.
which is why I have the +5 to my.
Mm-hmm. That's how you got 21 damage with 2 Eldritch Blasts.
I got
That's a lot.
35 damage with the Eldritch Blast.
Right. Well, because of crit. Right.
True, yeah.
Crits help.
If it was my maximum damage, technically without critting, would be 30 damage.
Yes, that's correct.
Excuse me.
Okay, so yeah, your blasts do strike him quite well. Did you say you do have the anything to augment the Eldritch Blast?
No, I already included that.
Oh, okay, just making sure. Okay, so that will bring us to Dagrim. You have a very angry-looking Goliath man staring you down.
Yeah. So he's changed his form.
Yes.
What? So I know what it looks like when someone comes out of a disguised self. Is that what it
That
looked
is
like?
not what it looks like.
Okay.
It
Well,
is
he
like you
actually-
watched his body and his clothes change with his size
Okay.
as he
So
grew
he's
bigger.
actually shapeshifting.
Yes.
Well, good to know, but I want to use whole person, but I don't want to be biffed on it again by this thing not being a humanoid for some reason. My thought is I'll just use the disengage action.
Okay.
Then I'll run out the door.
All right. Okay. Be able to get to here.
And I'll hover.
Hover. Say.
Just for effect.
Bam. Hover. Okay.
And that I think that's everything. Yeah.
Okay. So that will bring us to Dan then.
All right. What does the face of the building look like? I know there's balconies on these
Right.
Apartments.
Mhm.
Are there any other ledges around the perimeter of the building?
Like little handholds or other things like that.
Yeah, I mean, just something like a couple feet wide, maybe.
There are like, at each corner there's like little brick pieces that stick out a bit, just kind of as like a stylish decoration
Okay.
at each floor.
Do they look stable enough to support a creature my size?
I would say the issue isn't stability. It's a small surface. You could get on there, but it would be a little iffy. But it's not like you'd have to worry about it falling over or breaking. or
Right.
anything like that. More, it's
Okay.
just a small area.
But I could go there,
Yes.
conceivably.
Yes.
Am I this? Is this guy? He's still like medium sized, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Vortex Warp on him, and I'm gonna teleport him to the far corner of the building that I can see on that ledge. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
He's good at those.
I'd be good at those.
Goliaths usually are.
We'll see.
He does have silvery barbs back.
Let's see. That is a 21.
Yeah, we'll silver barbs that.
All right.
25.
30.
That is going to be 20.
All right. Well, he succeeded. I tried. Bye. I'm jumping.
Really?
Later,
nerds.
Although if this guy's a changeling, he's gonna be a huge pain in our ass.
I mean, if he's a changeling, he's not getting any benefits from what he's doing, the shapeshifting thing. You don't get the racial features.
Mm-hmm.
No, I just mean he's gonna be a pain in the ass to track down.
Sure.
Oh, he'll probably find us.
Yeah, he'll
It'll
track us
be a
down.
pain in the ass to know when he's coming, is what I'm trying to say.
Sure. All the more reason to stick together when we go around town, right?
I'm twice as. Yeah.
All right. So that will bring us to AAA. You have a very
Run.
angry-looking man staring you down.
Run,
I
skeleton.
look to jump the hell out of that room.
All right.
You want to hit him first?
Oh,
No, I don't.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna matter too much, so I guess I can Eldritch Blast him before I go. Or wait,
No,
I
just in case, you double crit, kill him or something.
have other things to do as well. I could use Expeditious Trees. Or I could use Hex on
Just
him.
leave
run
me.
faster.
Let's see. Also, let's see. Um, hmm.
If you've got a paralyzing or incapacitating or fear effect that can hold him in place for the time being, that could also be useful.
That's what I was trying to check. I don't, though.
You don't know fear?
I mean, I could use Fear if I was to use up one of my, not the, what's it called? The
Warlock spell slot.
Form of Dread.
Mm.
Form of dread.
Yeah. If I wanted to use my Form of Dread, I could use up one of those instances, which would give me Fear.
I mean, probably not using it elsewhere today.
As far as we know.
How do I use it again? I don't remember. Also, haste I could just cast on Dagrim.
I don't know if it's very useful at this moment.
As long as you can get off the ledge next turn.
I can fly.
Yeah, you sure concentrating on that, huh?
It's not a concentration.
Fly isn't?
Not mine.
It's an ability.
It's a Twilight Cleric.
Oh, that's right.
Step of the.
What would happen if I used haste and my meta magic adept to quicken my spells? Would I be able to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? No, 6. 6 beams of Elder's Blast?
If you were hasted and quickened, the Elder's Blast on the next turn, yes.
Well, I can do all of that on one turn.
Well, no, because you're spending a turn to cast haste, or you're spending an action to cast haste.
I'm not casting haste. I just have I have an item that gives me the ability to use haste.
Yeah, it's used in action to cast haste on yourself.
The Phylactid? Yeah.
Yeah, it lets you cast haste. And casting haste requires an action.
You sure know a lot about phylactids, Dagrim.
I'm just being a rules lawyer. This isn't Dagrim saying it. It's
It sounds
Jacob.
like Dagrim.
Look, just because sometimes I slip out of voice. Most of the time.
Well, what's the
I
plan?
could also, so I guess what I'm going to do then is I'm going to use my meta magic or my spell or my sorcery points to use Quicken Spell on Eldritch Blast. And then once I'm done with my Eldritch Blast, I'm activating my Astral Shard option to teleport 30 feet out the window.
Okay.
So I'm doing two castings of Eldritch Blast, so it's 4 beams.
All right.
Okay, so that's a 28 to hit for the first one, nat 20 for the second one, natural 1 for the next one, which would be 11, and then the last one would be an 18 to hit.
Okay.
Does any of those miss or
I don't think any of those. What was the lowest one? You said 18?
11?
11? That will not hit.
Okay, so 3 of them hit, 1 of them being a crit.
Yes.
Okay, so that would be
2 hits, 1 crit.
40, 10,
I'm trying to-
plus 15.
Yeah,
Pretty
4d10 plus 15.
okay, so that is that'd be 40 damage.
40 damage?
Yeah, that's 25 plus 15, which is 40, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's a lot of damage.
Okay, and then I teleport 30 feet out the window.
All right.
And just
So as I start blasting, and then peace.
So anyways, when I start blasting,
Danny DeVito strategy, go.
All right. So that leaves only the barbarian with Dagrim.
Up.
All right. So, seeing that everybody is running, he takes one good look at you, Dagrim, and his muscles bulge and swell as he lets out a battle cry, and he starts charging at you. I am going to need to see if this will hit. Let's see.
quick question.
What's that?
I haven't used my reaction, right?
No.
But you are
Okay.
30 feet away from him now.
Okay.
But yes, what? What are you thinking?
Oh, I just let me know if anything's gonna hit.
You jump off the ledge.
We all
He
did.
teleported.
Like,
Okay. He is going to try and grapple you,
I
Dagrim.
was wondering about that.
Right?
Let's see. So that would be athletics or acrobatics versus his athletics here.
I'm very far away.
So he got a 24.
Can I use my
I
silver
can't
barb?
beat that. But you could use a silvery barbs.
I use silvery barbs on that.
Okay. So one last, as you're starting to descend, you see him charge at Dagrim, and you use that. Let's see what he gets with that. That brings it down to a 20.
14.
You have advantage.
I was
silver
with
barbs.
advantage.
That was? Oof.
Yep.
All right, so Dagrim, you are getting grappled by this very big Goliath man, and he is surprisingly strong as he picks you up, and while he's running with you, he jumps off with you in his hands.
I'm hovering.
Well, he is moving you against your will and jumping.
I don't know how this works.
I mean,
I can
you just
hover.
kind of fly.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd be like bobbing in the water.
Does the hover have any restrictions like fly weight or restrictions or anything like that?
You draw on the mystical power of the night to rise to the air as a bonus action when you're in dim light or darkness. You can magically give yourself a flying speed equal to your walking speed for 1 minute. You can use this bonus action number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. Yeah, it's just I
You
can
just
fly.
have a flying speed now.
I just fly.
Okay.
I mean my carry weight, I guess.
So
Is he encumbered?
let's see. So this is weird because looking at the rules of grapple, when you're grappled, all your movement types become 0. You can't walk, swim, burrow, crawl, stand up from prone, climb, or fly. And if you are currently flying without hover, there we go, you begin to fall.
Whew.
So yeah, since you are hovering,
That one asterisk saved your ass.
right?
Well, I mean, is hover a piece of jargon in D&D, or as flying and hovering? I was using. I mean, technically, I was flying.
Unless it has the ability to hover or is being held aloft by magic. Would be the caveat in flying movement on page 191.
Presumably, you were using magic.
I
If
would
you were
assume
like a,
being
If you
gifted.
were like a bird, then this would stop you.
Yeah, I don't have wings.
Yeah,
I'm just floating.
yeah.
If you
So I would-
tackle
I would
eagle,
roll
it
that.
fall.
I would rule that as hovering. So he runs and grabs, expecting to fall, and you see his eyes close for a brief second, and then he just looks, and you guys are just hovering like 5 feet away from the.
Just in a deep hug.
Yes.
He's like,
Hello.
"What?"
I'm light as a
But that's
feather.
all. That's all he's got for this turn. That was his action.
Never experienced
Um,
something like this before. It's beautiful up here.
Oh, that's lovely.
So that will bring us to your turn, Dagger. He's got you grappled.
What does that inhibit me from doing?
So
Moving?
Yeah.
yeah, you can't move. So right now you're more or less just floating.
I think that's
Um,
it.
If you have any way you can force him to move, that can break the grapple.
Let's see.
I'll cast Hold Person.
Ooh. Yeah, I was
It just turns into a fucking rock and drops.
oh my god.
all right. Let's see.
Here's
what
a
he gets.
question. Ooh,
What's
this is a
that?
good one.
What's that?
Is it a critical hit if it's fall damage when you're paralyzed?
No, because
No.
it's a melee attack. Yeah, it's not that.
I mean, it's happening within
Technically,
5
if you
feet.
think- but if you think about it, it's ranged because he has to fall to get there. He
Yep.
becomes the projectile.
Right, but the ground is what's hurting him, and the ground's making a melee attack by striking
The
him
ground
with its
is not
immense
Honestly,
making a
bolt.
melee
hitting the
attack.
ground, hitting the ground while
That
paralyzed
is
is actually
a loose
better.
interpretation. Every time Plette tries to sell one of these things, I just think, would Plette let us do that in Renaissance? If the answer is
Absolutely
no,
not.
yeah, that's what I
Absolutely
thought.
not. I'm not DMing this one. I'll fucking sell all the cheese I can.
Well, you're not the first person who has asked this.
That's fair.
Let's see.
So
Not
wisdom
my
save.
campaign. You were the first, but let's see. Well, for what it's worth, I found a ruling: the ground cannot crit. Fall damage cannot crit.
Yeah, sure.
So
Did
that
you roll
answers
a
that.
save or no?
So let's see. Pull up his. You said it was a wisdom save.
For a whole person.
Presumably.
Also, Plette, you don't need to silvery barbs any crits against me. I have adamantine armor.
That
I
would have
can't
been
be-
good to know.
I can't be crit.
You're welcome to Silver Bob's crits against me.
I have.
I kind of forgot about that. I'll be honest.
All right,
33.
that is a 14.
You needed an 18,
All right,
Correct.
so
and a paralyzed person still maintain a grab is the question.
They're paralyzed, which means I believe that they are
If you
incapacitated.
just rotate vertically, he'll just slip off.
Yeah, right.
His hands will just be like this.
Well, if he's incapacitated, you can literally use your next turn to break the grapple and have him fall to his death.
Athletics checks. According to the rules for both shove and grapple, incapacitated creatures automatically fail attempts to shove or grapple them.
yeah, we're getting a bunch of weird rulings all in one
Yeah.
tonight. Paralyzed person is also incapacitated. They can't take actions or reactions, so they can't use any abilities which inflict damage. So let's see. But resisting an attempt to break the grapple in a contested roll doesn't require either of these from the grappler. Let's see. And you can't contest an incapacitated or paralyzed person, so I would feel like you would just automatically win the grapple, but you would still have to break free of the grapple.
So he's frozen with
He's
his
locked
fingers
around me.
locked around your ankles.
Yeah, he's got you locked right now, but you know you could just wiggle out of it next turn.
Kick him up.
Lovely.
I got you next turn, Dagger. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I can just shrug him off. What, a whole person you can't really break, right?
Let's see.
I think if you get attacked,
Oh wait, the condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. There we go.
Oh, okay,
Paralyzing
perfect.
the grappler ends the grappler. I was like, this sounds weird. It's like, why wouldn't he just be able to break free of it? So yeah, so
Okay, so he just falls. Never mind.
Plummets.
Dagrim, he just grabs hold of you. You mutter the incantation, and you just watch as
Get the fuck off
it's
of
like
me.
a statue falling off of you. You watch it fall to the ground.
Fung.
Yes. That's looked out pathetic.
You thought he was going to be so cool, and then he was floating, and then he fell.
That's great.
And how we're 18?
We are. This is.
Or no?
This is 5 stories up, so that'd be
50 feet.
50
Right.
feet.
at least.
So, yep.
That'd be 10 or that's 5d6 then of
Yeah,
damage.
5d.
Can I roll it?
How
for
many
fun?
stories up?
5
Uh,
stories.
So 50 feet.
Isn't
Each
the
story is
like 12 feet?
approximately a 10.
I thought this was like a skyscraper.
Yeah, I thought we were like in a tower.
Yeah.
5 stories is pretty
This
tall.
building's not as impressive as we were led to
I remember it. No, I remember it not being super duper tall.
I don't think it was a huge skyscraper.
No, I just thought it was like a 12 something.
Isn't it 1d6 per 10 feet though? Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
David, can I roll it?
Sure.
Yay. Wow. Yahtzee.
What did you get?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 6,
Well done.
10, 15 damage. Wow. That's really unlikely.
Well, you do hear a loud thud, followed by cars honking and a few people screaming as the man just fell to the ground.
I assume he's still
And-
alive.
Yeah, probably. He's a
I mean,
barbarian.
he's paralyzed. You can't really tell.
Ow!
And I guess I'll just fly over to where I saw Rez go.
That's fair. Yep, you would regain your movement then. So
That
So
works.
now, for the time being, at the end of your turn, you hear another thud on the glass, and as you look down, you can see the invisible stock can't get through the glass. You would just see an occasional bonk on the glass. It's stuck.
We got to thank modern insulation for that.
Noise.
Really
So-
good weatherproofing.
I will say that is going to take us out of combat.
Will it?
I mean, the guy's paralyzed.
Is he dead?
He's in
Well,
a bag.
you guys are currently far away, floating down away from him. So, and he's paralyzed, so he's not going to know where to go.
Well, how far away are we?
50
Well,
feet. Oh,
at the very least, 30 feet.
Okay.
But you guys are also. I
That sounds
imagine-
like he's still in range.
he's also in the middle of the road, and there's pedestrians around.
It's true.
Yeah.
So
What do you want to
So
do?
don't want to draw attention to ourselves and
we
him
just
in the
dropped
road.
the man out of a building. We're running.
He fell out of the building.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an accident.
You look over, and it's just like a statue is sticking up out of the ground.
I mean, presumably we land on the roof of a different building.
Yes, that is what I was assuming your guys' plan was.
Yep. Now we're just heading back to Camilla's apartment.
At the very least, I will close down Tailspire.
Can I shoot a lightning bolt at him while he's still paralyzed?
Oh,
I mean, if you want to draw attention to yourself, sure, knock yourself out.
I
We
mean,
want to avoid the attention of any
Dan,
police officer.
Stop it. I know
can-
you like violence. Let's go. Push.
I can run faster than any. Also, I don't think I flew across the thing with everybody.
Well, I didn't fly across. I dropped down.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
dropped.
oh, I'm
Me and
the only one
Rez.
who flew.
No, I went with Rez.
Yeah, I think Rosie and I would
Never
have to
mind.
fucking run on the ground.
You
Presumably
went
you
with.
dropped as well.
Do what?
What's that, Clark?
That's the last thing I remember. I just teleported out the window,
True.
It's-
and then suddenly everybody went flying past me.
Basically.
But you guys do all have Featherfall on y'all.
Well, as we're falling, I guess I'll message Dan and just be like, I'll meet you back at the apartment.
Gotcha.
Well, Rosie's trying to drag Dan away from the body of the ground.
Let me at him. Let me at him.
And she's
Okay,
like, no. Stop
Real,
it!
real talk. He's seen our faces.
Yes.
Like
Well-
that's concerning.
It's up to you, AAA, and Rosie to handle that then, because me and Rez are heading
Me
back
and
to
Dagrim
Villa.
are just, we're going back to the apartment.
I know. I'm just saying. Like he has seen our faces. I feel like that's a consideration.
That's fair.
Why don't we take them with us and figure out what we're doing later?
I have vortex.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
You need more text warp him and just make him fall again.
You have to put him on a surface.
Oh, that's
Um,
probably fair.
can I vortex warp him to like a alleyway?
Mm.
Like, I'm assuming we're on a building and we can see what's happening below us.
Yeah.
So how about I'll cast vortex warp on him and try to teleport him, like under below us, so I could drop down, check him for a bag of holding, and then put him in the bag.
Yeah. So you can still make saving throws against that. It's just strength and dex she automatically saves. Or he automatically fails. So you can
Yeah.
still make that.
That's
So-
why I was like, I could kill him now, and then we could stuff him into a bag.
Just vortex warp him another 50 feet in the air. Have him drop
He has to
again.
be on a
He has
surface.
to be on a surface.
Oh,
Yeah.
So that is going to be a 19 con save.
Ooh, I think that might be. Oh damn! I have an 18.
Silver barbs.
How many silvery barbs you got left, Dan?
I haven't used any of my 3rd level slots, so shut the fuck up.
Ooh, that actually makes his roll better. That's a 22.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna lightning bolt him.
Yeah, me and Rez are running away. We just hear the thunder
You
in
just
the
hear a crack
background.
of lightning.
Jesus Christ!
Looks like Dan got bored.
Alright. He automatically fails this because it's a dex check.
Yep.
He's paralyzed.
Yep.
So that's going to be 12 plus 15 is
27.
27, excuse me. Plus 9, 36.
Now, is there any collateral damage?
I mean, that is a 300-foot arc.
It's a 100-foot line, thank you.
I would be more worried if it was chain lightning. That would be more problematic.
That's a high-level spell. I don't have that one.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's reserved for letter bombs.
Shut your mouth.
Forever betrayed Plette's trust of any letter forever.
I'm not opening any mail the DM gives me ever again.
Okay, so you shoot out a crackle of lightning. It strikes through him, hits a nearby car. People are all screaming and starting to run away. Cars are starting to back up and try to get away from this scenario. I would say at this crack, in the Harmonia district, police response is usually a little quicker. You would hear the sirens at that.
It's lightning. What the weather? The weather concerns the police. Whatever.
It's horizontal lightning.
Also, it's a beautiful, clear night.
Is he dead?
I would say, as far as you can tell, I mean, he's still just kind of stuck in the concrete.
How much damage did you deal him?
That was a 36.
I mean, I would say it's hard to tell from a distance. But if you wanted to run up and get close and inspect it, that would be an option.
I could try Vortex Warp again, but that'll be my last second spell.
You can invisible yourself, right, to get out of here?
Well, no.
Yeah.
If I use...
Yeah, I would save it from his ability to just get out of town. I'll just lightning bolt him again. I got 3rd levels.
But what about his body?
I'll grab it.
Also, just to let you know, David, he does get to save on the hold person at the end of each of his turns.
Oh, okay. That is good to know.
I don't think it has been one of his turns yet, because he fell.
Because that would be...
And then Dan and then Rosie went.
Yep.
Right.
So now this would be his first save.
Unless AAA wanted to do anything.
Kill him.
I do. Are we killing him? I thought we were capturing.
Yes. Kill him. Put him in a bag. Take the body with us. We don't want him coming after us, or telling other people to come after us.
Okay, hang on one sec. Okay, I'll use my bonus action to hex him. And then I will Eldritch Blast him.
Okay.
Those be a
So
disadvantage.
Since I hexed him, that means both of my attacks will do an extra 1d6.
Nice.
By the way, I don't know if you remembered, but all of this damage has all been necrotic damage.
Yep, that's all right.
Not force? I thought Eldritch Blast was force damage.
Is it?
That's
Eldritch is.
Yeah, it is.
Hex is necrotic.
Oh, it was my breath weapon that's necrotic. Okay.
Right.
But this actually, the hex damage is actually necrotic.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're within 5 feet of him, it crits.
not a ranged. That's only.
No,
for melee
it just
attacks.
says if the attacker's within 5 feet.
Can I get to within 5 feet of him?
You want to run that close? Sure.
He's in the middle of the
Sure.
road.
And then you can bag him and get out of here.
You're like, yes,
Sure.
go, skeleton man.
Yeah, go get him. kill him, bag him, and let's get the fuck out of here.
So that means I automatically crit.
If you hit, yeah.
I will say bagging is an action for what it's worth.
Oh,
But
well,
killing.
I
won't be able to.
state
Fine if he's dead.
Okay, whatever. So, 29 to hit for the first one, and 28 to hit for the second one.
those will both hit.
So that means both are crits.
Yep.
So that's 4d10 plus 2d6 plus 10.
Yes.
He very did. How you want to do it?
David, he hasn't rolled yet.
He doesn't have to.
He has 3 hit points.
He had 2 hit points.
Oh,
Oh, I was so close.
If only I wouldn't have rolled a Yahtzee.
I wasted a spell slot.
Oh, I mean, you get him back on a short rest, you're fine.
Anyways, right. So what am I doing? Right. So I used my ability. So I have to wait until my next turn to be able to, or are we out of combat now? So I can scoop him up.
And we'd be
Nice.
out of combat once he's down, right?
I mean, there's that stalker that's still banging on the window.
Thunk, thunk.
So DM, are we out of combat or not?
I'd say for the time being, you were out of combat.
For the
Okay,
time
I put him
being.
in-
I
I
did
put
say
him
there
there.
were police sirens in the distance.
I put him in the back holding. I get to somewhere shady, and then I change my appearance, and then I will get
Pretend
out of
you're
there.
screaming and running across the street like you're scared.
lightning!
Ah! I run screaming after him. I'll third level invisibility, the two of us, and then we can just get back to the apartment. Tag, let's go.
Rosie is left alone.
She has invisibility, she said.
Oh, does she? Okay. Well, I can see her.
Well, if she wants it, she could use it.
All right, so we're out of there now.
Out of the what?
I said we're out of there now.
Yes.
To Camilla's.
2 Camillas. And yeah, I would say, as you guys are running away, you would see the cop cars do eventually pull up. They're driving around, looking and asking people questions, but they do not really seem to have noticed y'all, since some of you are all invisible and some of you all are stupid fast and already got way out of the way of the scene before anything could really happen. So get to Camilla's, no problem. So now all that's left is you got 2 people in bags. What you doing?
I'll
One's a
dump
corpse.
him onto the floor in the living room.
Oh,
Both
that's
of
right.
them?
You've got my bag.
I do.
About-
It's the dragon.
Just the Dragonborn?
Yeah,
The other one's staying in the bag.
Out of curiosity, when a shapeshifter dies, do they revert to their normal form?
If they go unconscious, no. If they die, yes.
So, is that his actual form?
So are you guys taking him out of the bag is the question.
Well, I mean, AAA bagged him. He
Oh.
probably would have saw if he changed, right?
I'd say AAA, you would see as you go to bag him up, this is kind of a much smaller looking person, still pretty muscular, but just kind of has this very gray, palish look to them. They don't have very much for facial details. I would say you would know this would be a changeling.
Interesting.
Good to know.
They are.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wait,
we're
again. That's right.
we're at the Camillas.
Hi guys, I made it.
Oh, hey. I just stepped it
Hi.
out on the floor.
Hey, cool. You want to dump out his buddy?
I don't have his body.
AAA.
What's up?
You want to dump the body out?
Okay.
I'll get what is his name? Ava sat up. He's still manacled and tied and gagged and stuff, though.
Yes, but he is no longer paralyzed, if I recall correctly.
He wouldn't
By
be.
the time
no.
you get back to the place, so
Let's make sure he's blindfolded before we ungag him.
I'll take the shirt out of his mouth and tie it around his eyes. He is ungagged.
all right. You would just hear him kind of cough and sputter. That song smells absolutely awful.
Thank you for the lovely evening.
Does it actually matter if he can't see us? Because he already saw what you guys look like.
No, it's magic. If you can talk and you can see, you can target somebody with a vocal only spell.
Oh, I see. You're trying to stop him from casting.
Yes, yes.
Dan
We
told
need
me
to talk
do
to
it.
him. We need to talk to him, but we don't want him, doing shit.
Well, some of us need to talk to him. What do we need to talk to him about?
I don't remember.
Been
Oh.
through this before. What is it that you want? 100 gold? 100,000
No.
gold?
I had a necklace.
Yes.
Oh, right.
And you put scrying on it. And I want to know why.
Also, we do want that money.
Oh, you have to release me then if you want that money.
Yeah,
Dan.
we'll do it the long
Can you
way.
look up
I know. First things first.
the necklace? Scrying, you did it.
I should have prepped Zone of Truth.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. I'm gonna
I'm a simple contractor.
Rose is gonna take her dragon claw. She's gonna just stab it into the base of his spine with a stunning strike.
Oh! Alright.
I'll call it an attack, I guess.
Yeah.
Would this be an advantage?
Yeah, he's bound and gagged. Or he's bound, you can't really do much.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. 25.
That'll hit.
And he'll need to make a con save. Let me double check. Stunning strike is a con saving throw. DC 17.
Oh, he rolled a 12.
Okay. So for the next 6 seconds, he's stunned as I do that. You should really just tell us what we want to know. It'll make this process a lot less painful for you. Oh, and I guess
You just kind of see him
take some damage.
tense up at the pain, and he can't really respond from it for a short period.
Yeah, it's about 6 seconds. He also will take 10 plus 4. Yeah, 14 damage from that.
And after the 6 seconds wear off, he would say, "Careful, you're not going to get as much money as she wants if you give me back damaged. Family won't pay as much for that."
I think this is going to be a lot more productive if you realize we don't care whether you're alive or dead. You should answer our questions.
She's right.
She is.
I am.
I like the money, so maybe.
Oh my
you
God, Dan,
come
I'll give you
forward, you
200
tell us what we
gold.
want to know, and
Calm
I'll
down.
talk to him for you. How's that?
Dan, are we working toward getting
I'm good
all
cop.
the money?
I'm doing a good cop thing. Look, I don't want him dead, but talk to me. I like money.
I want to
So
kill
when
him.
you talk to,
Dan,
I'm
he
fine with that. I don't fucking care.
was
He doesn't know that.
touching me in the elevator. I want him dead.
Oh, please, in the next room. I'm trying to good cop for you guys, all right? Y'all want to kill him? Cool, play into that. I'll tell him I want the money. I'd like to see him live, so maybe he should talk to
I
me.
feel like you're just
Eh?
confusing him.
Here's-
He's not smart.
That's how cops work.
But
They're
the
confusing.
problem is we can't do one good cop, 4 bad cops. We're gonna kill you. We're gonna kill you. I like you.
I don't like money. I'll talk to him for you.
I'm a little outnumbered, but
How you doing?
I talked him into this, didn't I?
He gagged him.
He's not gagged. He's
We-
blindfolded.
He was gagged
He was gagged.
with a sock that was from Rez.
it was a t-shirt.
Which side of Rez? Oh, it was a T-shirt.
I don't
It's
think
not
I
my
don't think
sock.
Rez is.
It's a gag sock. We've been using it
It's
for
a
months
t-shirt.
now.
Did he react at all to us intimidating him?
I would say he definitely looks a bit more uncomfortable after that hit. So what is it you want to know about the necklace, right? You want to know who paid me, who did this, all this? Want to know about it?
I'm gonna cast a spell.
All right.
I'm gonna cast Command.
Command.
Yes.
All right.
Where are you going with this?
Hold on.
I command you to make me a PB&J.
It's one word.
I know. It's a Wisdom save.
Wisdom save. All right.
Honesty.
That's a 5.
All right. I'm gonna say expound.
Confess.
And almost as if by magic, you see his demeanor change, and you get a much more basic version coming from him instead of his usual demeanor. Yes, I was going into debt from all the gambling that I had been doing and drinking, and I needed some money. So I reached out to some people to incant some magic items. They paid me quite well, but I think I got more than I bargained for. I don't remember much else beforehand, what happened before all that. That is the only problem that I'm currently having right now. I can't seem to remember anything before all that.
How long does the spell last?
6 seconds.
No,
He said that very quickly.
And to be fair, the definition of expound is present and explain in detail. So I think that was fair.
That was very thorough, actually.
Yeah.
And quickly said. I didn't even hear most of it.
So just to kind of reiterate, he was in debt from all the gambling and drinking. He reached out to some people to incant some magic items, and he can no longer remember what all happened beforehand, like he cannot remember his past.
Reached out to some people. What people?
Don't make me expound again.
Or stab you.
I
think
prefer
mine was
neither
more
of those. It was some what was his name? It was you can hear him snapping his finger in the manacles.
Jingle jingle.
It was yes, Iska. It's a drow.
Hey, a dark elf. Yeah, I mean, we'll insight him. I'll insight him.
Me too.
I have terrible insight, but
I'll do it, but I'll help. But
yeah, I'll help somebody.
I have a +8. You can help me, Rosie.
I got a
Okay.
5.
I got a 20 total.
Very nice.
I didn't do. That's fine. I got a 14.
I would say, yeah, after being slightly tortured and then just forced magically, he seems to know when he's beat. He doesn't really seem to be actively trying to hide anything.
You said Iska.
Yes.
Do any of us recognize that name?
How do you spell it?
IZZKAH.
It's not in my
Yes,
notes.
sir.
Put it in characters.
I doubt any of us know him, but
I find him if you need to find him. He's usually on one of the boats in the underground sea. In that whole dock area around here.
That would make sense.
Is he a dock worker? Is he a...
Well, he's a drow. He doesn't like sunlight.
Clearly. Does he work on the docks or ships? Or is he a foreman? Is he an owner of some company down there? Like what is his position?
He is a fishmonger.
He's a fishmonger.
He deals with getting the fish up from the underground sea, bringing them up top. At least that's his shall we say, money laundering way.
Oh, so he's mob.
I mean, I would assume so.
he's definitely a mind flayer, right?
I mean, that's a safe bet.
Probably.
Well, why
Mind
can't it
what?
just be a drow?
Well, all the drows
The
that
Dark
we
Elf.
saw, it's Dark Elf Syndicate, and
Yeah.
they're mind flayers.
Hmm.
Dark
Right.
has been taken over.
Oh, shame that.
Is it?
They paid me some good money. But I guess on the plus side, now I don't exactly owe them anymore, now do I?
I suppose you get the easy way out.
Yeah, what can I say? I guess I'm lucky.
Luckiest night yet.
I look over in AAA's direction, like, what are we gonna do? I mean, it is his brother.
Would you like to do the honors?
Are you all done with whatever you need him for?
I don't have any questions.
Well, I mean, so Iska is the one that wanted it enchanted.
And he doesn't know anything about why.
Or where it might be. Oh, right. We already know where it is, right?
Isco works in the undersea.
No. The other half of the necklace. We know it's like in the layer, right?
Yeah.
Probably with the mind flayers, yeah.
Right.
And I guess to
yeah.
clarify the order of operations, you received the necklace, enchanted it, and then just gave it back to Iska?
More or less. They had me incant a few other things, but that was the most of it.
What else did you incant?
Let's see. It would have been a ring, dagger, I believe a cloak.
What did you incant on them?
Scrying on the first two, and on the cloak that was the what do you call it? It's mount back, something like that. I can't remember.
Oh, what?
Outback, like the stakeout.
Oh.
It allows you to poof from place to place.
Sounds useful.
Mount back spell.
Mm. Do you know who the items belong to?
Not a clue.
I believe it.
That's why you didn't recognize me.
Okay, I think we're good.
So is that all it is? I can have the money forwarded to you by next week or so. If that sounds good.
Yeah, what's your banking information?
Oh, it doesn't go through me. It goes through my family.
He did
Yeah, what's
just say
their
that he-
banking information?
Oh, you'd have to call up father here. I can get you his number if you have a moment.
That doesn't
Yeah,
seem
I'll write
like
it
a good
down.
idea. Okay.
We can keep the info.
I assume
Or it's just so
someone
you know,
here
so you're
already
not
has
trying to.
that.
So you're not trying to plan to set something up. I will have to report that I'm alive a week from now.
Sure,
to get your money.
sure.
You'll be alive.
Deception check.
That's when you just have AAA pretend it's him.
We're not trying to keep it a secret, I don't think.
I was never subtle about our intentions.
Okay, so I would say he would tell you the number to his father, and say, yes, if you'd like it, I can call him up right now. I can vouch for it, and then week now you can get your payment.
Let's just do this thing first. AAA?
Yeah. Step forward and say, that's not a good idea, and take off his hood and show his original face to his brother.
Thought I recognized that voice.
Yes, and did you realize what today is?
Let's see. I know it's the day that I almost got laid by 2 ladies, but then things had to go wrong. But other than that, nothing else special. Why?
Anybody have the time?
DM, the time?
He, Ava looks at the clock, or looks at his watch. I think it's just about midnight.
He's blind.
Look at his watch.
No, he didn't. He's not blindfolded anymore.
Yes.
No, he's blindfolded. He's not gagged.
No, AAA took off the blindfold.
Oh.
Can
It looks like it's almost midnight.
how close?
He looks down again, kind of annoyed. A few minutes. Why?
Oh, it looks like you only have a few minutes to live then. Seems you forget I turned 20 at midnight.
Oh, you're not so serious about all of this family bloodline, are you?
I mean, you all are the ones that kicked me out. Seems only fair I get back at you.
Damned taunting.
Well, let's wait a couple minutes for him to turn 20.
Well, once you're all dead, I get everything.
Just to clarify, you were never ever gonna sleep with either of us.
Correct.
I knew your likes, brother. I sent them so that you would be lured by them.
I think it was a bit too good to be true. And then looking back on it and sobering up a bit, he just kind of taps his fingers on the chair in just kind of rhythmic pattern, just counting down the seconds.
AAA, after you're done with him, you don't care where his soul goes, do you?
No?
Perfect. Merkel will find this lovely.
I'm gonna lean over to Rez real quick. What are the odds that a Draco Lich is surviving on the souls of his progeny? That sound like a Draco Lich thing to do. I mean, do you know some dragon stuff? Would a dragon do that?
Well, that's a DM. This is anything I would have ever have heard a dragon doing?
3.
I have no idea.
All right.
I rolled a 9 minus 1, so.
Yeah, I would say I'm not giving you much.
Dan suddenly has a tinge of concern. He watches the proceedings.
As soon as it turns midnight, AAA is going to lean in and whisper in his brother's ear. Just so you know, I'm doing this as great grandfather wishes. Or I'll say the founder wishes. And then I'm going to stab him with my two fingers right through his eyes.
Ooh.
God damn.
I think Rosie's just like, "What?" And she walks away.
I like how we're an evil campaign. He does something evil. We're like, oh god.
I'm
Oh.
excited.
That's horrible.
I'm applauding.
Oh,
And Dan's just going to adjust the goggles of night over his very exposed eyeballs.
Right before that, he drops the disguise to his skeleton again.
Yeah.
Dear gods, you look awful.
Oh, my eyes. If only there was a coup de grace.
better keep stabbing his eyes.
Blaze just got him in like a headlock, just twisting
I'd say
He's just
until he's
he used
dead.
he's used the nails to go through the eyes and into the brain.
yeah.
Nope, coup de grace don't work.
I'd say give me some damage dice. If this is what I had to do with Rosie, this is what I'm doing with you. So
Well, or we could just change it so that it makes
Can we
more
just change it
sense.
so it just they just die?
David, he has no ability to fight back.
Just let him die, David, please.
yeah. All right. I just don't want it coming up back up to bite me
Initiative.
again. If it comes back up to bite me, I'm bringing up this session.
David, if it is reasonable where someone would die and they have no possible way of getting out, just let them die.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yep. Takes a few seconds for like the death to fully occur. But yeah. He just doesn't really put up much of a fight and just kind of slumps over in the chair dead.
And I will set up some bones around the chair. Don't
Russell,
worry about me. Continue with what you're doing.
Dan's worrying.
I was gonna say, Rez is gonna lean over because she's got high insight and say, "What exactly are you concerned about?"
Can-
Yeah, I mean, Triple H just mentioned a Draco Lich that he's connected to, and Dagrim's claiming the soul of this thing, and Liches like souls. So, I feel like there might be some conflict of interest there. Just a small concern there.
I feel like if there was, then Triple A's patron would have said something, right?
Yes, he would have made it known if he was claiming the souls of the family members.
I mean, I don't know how that works. That's not how I do magic, so I
This is outside of your realm.
this is between the two guys.
If a Draco Lich has a problem with Merkel, he should go talk to him.
Great point.
I'm sure they can work out a deal.
Merkel gets warlock powers from the Draco Lich.
And yes, I will perform my ritual. Send the soul to Merkel. He'll be happy with that one. A high power person in Fortuna.
High power is debatable.
Rosie's
Part of
like,
a high powered family.
High status.
Yes, high status.
I feel like Rosie's like, is it done? Is the eyes, the fingers out of the eyes?
Triple A shows you the fingers on his eyes.
Ah.
Eyes on his
Rosie.
finger.
Put this in
I
your
see
margarita
you.
glass.
Ooh.
Nope, not
He
over.
puts it in his eye sockets, the skeleton eye sockets.
Oh,
Look at
Bruno.
him.
Oh,
Look at my brother.
That's so morbid.
Ugh.
One down. 7 to go.
Six to go.
six to go.
I thought there was 8.
There are 8
Yeah,
total.
he's one of them.
Oh,
Kill Triple A then,
So at
Right.
the end of this, AAA gets Tontine, the party kills AAA,
And then
claims
we
the Tontine.
take the Tonti.
and then the family
That sounds like a
lineage
Dan
is no
plan.
more. And then we fight the Draco Lich as the final boss.
Oh god, did I just set up the final boss as my patron?
That would be
Crazy.
badass.
That'd be a dope fight.
That would be a very easy to nerf one of the party members. It's like, oh, you're fighting me, bye bye powers.
Yeah, just like, oh nope.
No Eldritch Blast for you now.
You get the sword.
No, you
One.
are not. No more magic.
Guess it's a good thing I'm multi-class as a sorcerer.
Exactly.
There's some innate magical abilities that you've gained.
All right. Well, I think that's probably as good of a session ending to end on for the night. The death of one of AAA's family members.
Woo!
One down.
Oh shit.
And Izka is next, Ka.
Well, it depends.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm actually not
investigation.
sure. Are we going to be going through all of these one by one, or are we going to slowly do this over the course of the campaign?
I
feel like this might be a slow burn.
Yeah, well, the one thing I'm worried about is now, if he dies, the other family members are going to start, like, entrenching.
I mean, it's going to be
Right.
harder the more we do.
But
no
they're
matter
fighting
what.
with each other. The older ones are probably already entrenched because they've been fighting with each other.
Have they? I thought the fighting doesn't start till they're all 20.
They're-
He's the youngest.
No, I think if you're 20, like they can't kill you.
If you're under 20,
If you're under 20, you're safe
yeah,
from.
you're not in the game until you're 20.
Hmm.
So the older siblings have already been at it. Was my understanding.
Hmm. And the oldest one.
I could see both interpretations, but I think that's right.
Is that correct, AAA?
Say that one more time.
That you become part of the game when you turn 20, so like they're already combating each other.
Or is the game just started because the final person has turned
'Cause
20?
I thought he said that there was already assassination attempts at some of them.
Yeah. Basically, you're not eligible to be involved until you turn 20. So
Oh,
they
okay.
can't do anything to you, and you can't involve yourself
You have
in it either.
immunity. Got it.
Okay.
Oh, it's Triple A's
Roll.
birthday. We can make him a cake.
Ooh, eye cake.
Ooh,
I can't.
you can't even eat it.
Well, we can make
Oh,
him a
you could.
cake that we eat.
I bet one
You
half
just
of Rez would
want
be
me to
interested in
make
eating
I
that.
you a
just want
cake,
cake.
Rez.
If you don't make it, I'm going out to a diner.
Okay, fine. I'll bake a cake. What cake do you want, Rez?
Chocolate.
Sorry, Camilla only has rum.
That works too.
Just pour it into a cake pan.
Put it in the oven, bake off all the alcohol.
Oh man.
You like cake as much as I do, don't you?
I think we all can say we like a little bit of cake.
I
Except for
can't.
you.
Is that why everybody stares at Rosie?
Exactly. I knew it. It's not just me.
There it is.
Rosie bends over in the kitchen and everybody's heads turn.
She like looks around.
And
This is
thus
why the
session
party
comes
stays
to an
together.
end.
That ass though.
Rosie's the great equalizer.
Oh my god. Bends
That's
over,
the
she
most
turns around.
evil
What?
ass I've ever seen.
What's happening?
What are you guys looking at? Oh.
And then she's like, it's not that big! Backs up into a corner.
I feel like Rosie's eventually gonna get what's the opposite of shoot?
A reduction.
Yeah, like
An
He's
ass
gonna get this.
reduction.
What's the spell? There's like
Alter
the
self?
big,
Oh, reduce?
yeah, reduce. I'm gonna reduce my ass.
Hey Dan, do you know the spell reduce and enlarge?
Do you want it
Oh,
bigger?
that would have been so handy
No, I want it smaller.
for the
Aw.
honeypot scenarios. We
I
gotta
think
use
he's
them
just like,
large.
actually, I don't know the
Dan's like,
spell.
I can't in good conscience do that. I can't ruin a perfectly good ass like that.
Yeah, I don't know that spell actually.
Darn.
Check.
You
What
know,
a shame.
Fresh out of spell
What
slots
a
today.
shame.
Insight check. 16.
Hmm?
Don't do
Let's
it.
gotta break out his nice dice.
Those are his Dan dice.
He's lying.
Every guy has a spell in large.
We learned that
This
one
comes
as
with the
teenagers.
Useful.
Oh my god.
All right. I think that's a good session time to end on here. So
All right.
I think on the 21st I should be good if everybody else is.
Sweet.
Yeah. We can get
Yeah.
back to it. I vote Triple
Right.
A.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I vote Triple A
MVP.
Yeah.
It's his time to shine.
I vote David.
What?
You can't.
I can't get RP points, you
He's
dork.
not a player.
He RP'd David's character, or Dan's brother.
It's called
God,
David.
Triple A's brother.
There you go.
I vote I vote for
Oh, actually, I changed my vote for Rez. Rez made me fucking laugh.
vote for Rosie for her trauma.
My drama? My butt
Trauma.
trauma?
Trauma.
Oh, trauma. Got it.
I'll vote AAA because
That's-
his
yeah.
plot.
I appreciate
I'll
it.
also vote AAA.
I mean, I appreciate AAA, but Peter had me just fucking dying. I'm sorry.
That was the hardest I've seen you laugh in a while.